Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Feeling it's something to do with the fact that OBS may have been open before we started the stream. Maybe, I don't know. But hello, no, it's going.
Oh, is it?
Hi guys, we're RiggyRob and Pimmsy. Very professional, very professional. Consistently irregular. Hello, we are here. We're playing Torna, the Golden Country. And as I say, we are being professional. I have to double check. Are we on the correct game? Because at the moment, I believe we are on Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
This is how we do it.
But there is actually a listing for Twitch that says you can change your name to Torna, the Golden Country. So let's see if I can actually change that now, because that would be better. Yes, there we go. The stream game has been updated to Xenoblade 2 Torna, the Golden Country. There we go, that's better.
Oh, I see.
So we are now officially playing Torna rather than the main game. Just to let everyone know that we are playing the main game. The DLC, not the main game. So, hello again. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, Super Gamer Guy? Much professional. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we take things very serious around here at RiggyRob and Pimmsy Play Productions.
Is that what we're called?
No, I know it's not what we're called, but that's the point of the joke, is that you make something up.
Oh, I'm in on the joke.
Yes, very much so. Well, it's all entertainment, barely.
It's drums.
Yeah, it's funky music. You know, we've got the piano playing during the battle theme, and we've got the dude doing whiplash on the overworld theme here. You know, it's all good. They decided to experiment a lot with you know,
It's good.
this DLC.
It is good. I'm enjoying it. What?
Gamer Guy decided to use the quotes function that we have, and the first quote that came up was, "Fuck this stupid cuntish rabbit and his pointy dick hat" by Pimmsy. Very professional indeed. Yes. Yeah. Very much so. But we are here, we are live. We are sorry for making everyone wait and... Ah!
What are you doing?
I turned my phone on to make sure that the stream was going and we could hear ourselves, and it did, but I forgot that my phone had volume. So.
Consume recoverable.
Extremely professional. Extremely.
Shit, how do you do this? Ah!
Yeah, you're doing the blade switch.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do that.
I see.
Consume, recharge, stop enemies. I'm just getting back in the swing of things.
Okay.
Swing.
So obviously, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has released recently, as of last week.
Yeah.
And there's been a little bit of a commotion around Xenoblade and its representation. Like, obviously, there is Shulk, and Shulk had his final Smash updated to include Fiora, as well as Ricky and Dunban. No Rhine, which I thought was weird, but whatever. So Shulk's gotten quite a lot of love in Smash Brothers. The thing that's weird is that Sakurai didn't include a Xenoblade 2 character, and the reason for that is because they decided on the initial roster of characters way before Xenoblade 2 became popular or even a thing.
Okay.
But he also put in a Mii fighter outfit, for Rex's armor, kind of like what you get with the Xenoblade 2 quest in Breath of the Wild. But you can dress up a Mii sword fighter with Rex's outfit. And people are sort of on the fence as to whether that means Rex is planned as a DLC character or not. It's a bit up in the air at the moment. But also, the number of spirits isn't actually that much either. Because, there are a lot more other spirits from really obscure games, but not this game, which has been very popular. And from a popular franchise, because Xenoblade Chronicles kind of brought it back. So, yeah, a little bit weird. Ricky and Dunban were always there in Shulk's final Smash. The Fiora thing is spoilers. Not necessarily, because Fiora is in the start of the game. Any further context behind that is probably spoilers, but yeah, we're not going to go into that. Well, actually, I suppose we could, because we played Xenoblade 1, we played Xenoblade 2, we're playing Xenoblade 2 DLC. I think it's pretty much a given that people who are watching this will know what the deal is with Shulk and Fiora at this point.
I wanted to go that way.
Especially since we got the blade of Fiora in the main game.
We did.
Area,
we did.
So, yeah. And one of the DLC announcements at the Game Awards was Joker from Persona 5, which kind of opens up the board to who can be included in Smash Brothers now. Like, as long as it's been on a Nintendo console, it could be almost anyone, right?
Yeah.
But that kind
of
diminished. Oh, he flew off.
What? Ooh.
Because he's a bird. He flew away. That kind of diminishes the chances of Rex actually getting in, though, because you'd expect them to have, crossover partnership between other companies now, because that's what Persona 5 kind of is now.
Yeah.
It's a crossover with Atlas. Oh yeah, Gamer Guy makes a good point. It's not a given that everyone knows about Shulk and Fiora at this point. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Roughly 80 to 90% of the people playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did not play Xenoblade 1 or even really know it exists.
It's the best game.
So then, if those people are playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they'll be like, huh, who's this Shulk character? What's his deal? Oh, he looks actually quite cool. I wonder what game he's from. Oh, Xenoblade 1. I should probably play that at some point.
I suppose people won't necessarily know because Xenoblade 2 wasn't actually Xenoblade 2. It's more like Xenoblade 3, really.
Yeah, that is a good point. They've called it Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but it's the third game in the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise. But
no.
They've decided to make
in
it
the Xenoblade franchise,
yeah, Xenoblade
not Xenoblade
Chronicles X is a different franchise to Xenoblade Chronicles.
Exactly.
And that just gets confusing because, hey, do you want the Xbox One or the Xbox One X? I don't know. Which one's better? X.
Oh my goodness, boys is.
They're being very hyper today.
They are.
So as Pimmsy continues to murder the wildlife here, we should probably think about what you're planning to do for the stream.
Story.
You're doing story.
Yeah, because I want to get a little bit of story. I don't know how long this DLC is, by the way.
Well, considering it was released as a standalone game, it's fairly long. Like, I would expect you to finish this in, like, I don't know, 40 hours maybe? But that's with doing everything. And you spent 200 on the main game.
This is true. Pop.
Gamer Guy says, the issue is that there's not really an easy way to play Xenoblade Chronicles 1. You either need a Wii U, who's buying that now, or a new 3DS, again, who's buying that now when the Switch exists. Many owners of a Switch...
You'd be surprised. A lot of people buy them.
People buy them because they're cheap.
To be honest. 2DS. Parents buy it for kids.
Yes, because it's cheap.
It's not that cheap.
Compared to buying a Switch. Like, you can buy a 2DS for 70 quid maybe, compared to a Switch which is at least 250.
There we go.
And then you get to play all the different games. Actually, the 2DS, the original 2DS, wouldn't be able to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, but the new 2DS XL would be able to play it. And that's where the naming the naming convention of the consoles gets extremely weird.
That's where it got weird?
No, it got weird way before that. Hey, we're making this console that's the successor to the DS. What should we call it? Well, it's a lot thinner and it's a lot lighter. What should we call it? DS Lite. Cool, makes sense. Hey, here's the successor to the DS Lite. It's got a camera on the back. What should we call it? The DSi? Cause you know, get it? No? Okay.
I get it. I just think
no,
it's a bit cheap.
I'm talking as if I am the person doing the name to the other people at the company. Like, hey, get it? It's, you know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Many owners of the Switch haven't owned a console since the Nintendo 64 or even the NES.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
No, I think...
Because a lot of people owned the Wii. Like, a hell of a lot.
Yeah. Like, Nintendo consoles have not sold very well if we're not counting the Wii, because it's been like a steady decline from SNES, Nintendo 64, GameCube, and then GameCube, and then the Wii came. And then the Wii's like a massive spike. Then it's like a massive drop to Wii U, then it's getting to more of a spike with the Switch again.
The Switch is very popular. It's almost like the Wii in terms of popularity.
I would say so. It's actually tracking similarly to the PS4.
Oh, interesting.
But
that did really well.
That's assuming that it's like the same launch period. Like, the Switch came out in March and the PS4 came out in November. So... Ooh. Oh, you have a headache?
Yes.
Oh dear. Alright, let's turn that down. Nasty music.
Yeah.
Right, it's been turned down for Pimmsy's sensitive
How much
little
did you turn
ears.
it down?
Turned it down to 16.
How many?
What do you mean? I turned it down to 16.
How many did you turn it down?
No. Whatever it was on before, it didn't matter. I put it down to 16.
You should have only turned it down one. It's too quiet otherwise.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. What was I doing?
So yes, the Switch is selling comparatively to the PS4, and I think it's slightly below the Wii actually, but the Wii was just like a massive phenomenon when it first came out. So,
well, yeah, it was, because it was like really original software.
Mm-hmm. Nintendo themselves have said that they wanted to sell 20 million Switches from the financial year 2018 to 2019, and a lot of people were doubting they could do that because they only sold 6 million up to now. But the holiday season, you know, coming up to Christmas is Nintendo's like most successful period. So Smash Brothers has done very well in terms of game sales. I'm not sure about like hardware stuff, but yeah, it seems like Nintendo are confident that they're going to hit that target. Gaming Guy says you could also use an emulator to play Xenoblade 1, since Nintendo doesn't like Monolith Soft apparently. And if people owned a Wii, they could technically get Xenoblade 1 if they're willing up to cost $60 or more. Well, that's kind of the case with a lot of Nintendo first-party games. Like, you try and find Radiant Dawn, Fire Emblem, or Path of Radiance, they go for hundreds of dollars on eBay.
Don't you have some of them games?
I do have those games, and I am not selling them because I know how much they are worth. And it's like, no, I'm not selling those.
You don't even play them.
Well, I might, because, as Gamer Guy is alluding to, you need the official discs to make ROMs of them. Well, you could technically say, Yeah, I already own these, so it's morally justified if I just get the ROM online. But to do it properly, you need the game discs, and that's why, you know.
Is that not
No, it's a tree.
I thought it was
Big tree.
I thought it was cheeky. It was not.
So yeah, I mean, Nintendo cracked down on having ROM sites. Like, they went and sued a guy that was selling pirated Switches. So, you know, like in the olden days when you got a Game Boy and 150 games on one cartridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good old days, as Pimmsy likes to think of them. You know, you get Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue on the same cartridge.
Yeah, I didn't even do that. I got like 100 games on one of them. Where it was like Nintendogs and Bomberman. Like 3 of them worked.
Well, that's because it was pirated and it was crap quality.
Yeah, but I didn't care. The ones that I wanted to work did.
And that justifies it then, doesn't it?
Oh, come on.
Switch.
Why is it not
You're
fucking...
dead.
There was loads of wolves descended on me, okay?
Yeah, well, you're level 14, you're fighting a load of level 17s.
Oh, no!
Of course you're alive. Why would you not be alive?
I didn't think I was alive.
Oh, you silly bugger.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
No, you can switch over from Haze. Potion, potion, potion.
I can't switch right now. Wait, there.
Ta-da.
I got it.
I would assume that switching out in these battles will make a significant difference.
Yeah, it
because
does, it does.
Haze will probably have a lot more health and defense.
No. When you switch out, you get health.
Ah.
Watch. If I do it now, yeah, watch my health.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Ta-da.
You regained the red. It's a
Oh
bit
yeah,
like,
we talked
in,
about that last time.
in Bloodborne when you hit people when you've lost a bit of... It's like blood fury almost.
Gamer Guy says they really should re-release Xenoblade 1 on Switch somehow, remaster or
I
a
thought they
virtual
did
console. Doesn't matter if it'll sell if Xenoblade 2 sales or anything to come by. They put it on the
The Wii
new
U.
Nintendo 3DS,
I thought they put it on the Wii U.
and they put it on the eShop for the Wii U. Yes.
Yeah, so they could quite easily convert it, couldn't they?
No, I don't think these, because the architecture of how the Wii U is compared to the Switch are quite different. I don't think it's just a simple drag and drop into Switch version.
I didn't think I was going to live through that.
I mean, in theory, there is no reason why they couldn't spend the time and effort to do that, to make the Xenoblade 1 on the Switch, but they'd have to justify it in how many sales is this going to get? Is Xenoblade 2 still selling quite well? And I imagine it is, because it's only been a year, and the DLC came out this year as well. You know, Nintendo games are evergreen, so they keep selling. Like, I think half of all Switch owners have Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8, and Smash.
Breath of the Wild won
No, not
Game
Smash.
of the Year. It'd be Mario. of
Yeah,
some
Mario
sort.
Odyssey, that's it. So half of all the Switch owners have those 3 games, which is, you know, extremely good for Nintendo stuff.
I think we've been spotted.
Is this the way?
Gamer Guy says, all the ramblings of a Xenoblade X port are odd to me because that game has no relevance to this one, but Xenoblade 1 does. I find it weird because Xenoblade X uses the gamepad for the map and everything, and it would be a lot more difficult to translate that to the Switch than it would for Xenoblade 1. Oh dear.
This one's toasty too. Roasty, toasty.
Mm-hmm. It was the Huns! The Huns did it.
Let's get down to business
Oh, no.
to defeat
Here
the
too,
Huns.
Gormot's an attractive target, but this... Whoever did this clearly had no compassion or respect for the people they killed.
Exactly. It's Malice.
Well, whether it was Malos or someone else, either way, clearly they're all toast.
Malos.
Laura.
It's okay. Mother could have run away somewhere safe.
Yeah, okay. You keep telling yourself that.
She's dead. She's definitely dead. Tragic backstory.
Hey, it's Torgoth.
Ooh, green barrel. Yoink. Jin is floating now. Oh, no. Gutted. Did you see it?
No, I didn't actually, sorry. I was distracted because I checked the Twitch page and it seemed like we disappeared from it. And when I looked on our stream, it says, "You are not playing a game right now." I was like,
Oh. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I set game to Torna. So I'm just
Definitely playing a game.
double checking that because, yeah,
1999.
that's a bit strange.
Are we streaming?
Yes, we're streaming.
Then that's okay then.
It is okay. But people might not be able to find which game we're playing, which is significant.
Is it?
Well, if
It's not a
someone's
massive deal, is it?
if someone's interested in watching someone play Torna of the Golden Country, they're gonna click on Torna of the Golden Country. If someone's interested in watching people play Xenoblade, then they could be playing Xenoblade or Torna of the Golden Country. So we want to make sure that we say, hey, we're playing Torna of the Golden Country.
Scale chip.
That's what's happening today. So.
Got chip. There's these green barrels. I know there's a quest for the green barrels, but...
That's weird. I wonder why it disappeared from that, because I used the Twitch command to do it. But, oh well. Gamer Guy says, I'm biased, of course. I don't like Xenoblade X that much. But even ignoring that, it has no relation to the game that many new players started with, Xenoblade 2. Yeah. I think it's just people saying, hey, there were a lot of good games on the Wii U, and nobody bought a Wii U, but they're still good games. So why don't you put them on Switch, and that means that everyone can play them. And they've
especially considering they're not even producing the Wii U anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if they were still producing it, I might understand if they weren't, but they're not. Like, you can obviously get second-hand ones.
But that doesn't go to Nintendo, because obviously it's second-hand.
No.
It's weird, because they did go through a massive thing of, you know what? Hyrule Warriors, Mario Kart 8, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. You know all those games that came out on the Wii? Yeah, we'll just put them on the Switch.
I was so disappointed with...
Don't have to tell me twice.
Was it Xenoblade Warriors? No, it wasn't. What was it? See, I can't even remember it.
You're talking about Fire Emblem Warriors.
I was super disappointed in that game.
Well, you didn't like it because you can't have your own personal screen. Like, we still have it. And, you know, we can play it if you want. But...
yeah, but not on stream, I don't think.
No.
We should probably give it another chance.
Yeah.
I know.
Because Fire Emblem is like a good franchise with lots of interesting characters.
I've just got 2 more scale chips. I'm pretty sure I should equip them.
Playing co-op Warriors games is, you know, it's a relaxing time. It's just like, yeah, let's do this, do that.
Yeah, look at that, see?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Ta-da!
So that should improve him. And it should improve... Yep.
Gamer Guy says Tropical Freeze was especially good.
There we go. Now everybody's got better scale chips on it.
Speaking of games, we should give it another go.
What?
Guess what got updated for Christmas?
I'll
give you a hint. It's something.
Skyrim?
No, it's something that we've played a Christmas version of previously.
Oh, the one with the chickens, the giant chickens.
The giant chickens.
Yeah, that you ride on.
Oh, you're talking about Final Fantasy 15.
Is it that one?
No, actually, no.
We did do Christmas.
We did do the Moogle Chocobo Festival. Yes, you're right. And in fact, that's actually getting another DLC thing for January next year, I believe.
Is it the food one?
It's Overcooked 2.
Yeah, I love that game.
There are 5 more stages that have been added for free.
It's such a good game.
So whoever has Overcooked 2 can download those 5 stages for free and play them now.
It's a really good game. Get it, guys. I mean, obviously, if you can.
Yeah.
If it's within your means. But it's really good.
Overcooked 2 is a lot cheaper than Torna of the Golden Country, as I would imagine, by far.
Oh, shit.
Remus is here and says, yo, what up, plebs?
Yo!
That's not a very nice thing to call Gamer Guy.
Who said plebs?
Look, fresh
Remus said it.
here.
Yeah, we've nearly finished your box. Nearly. Just a few more bits to put in.
We need the actual box.
This kind soul must have dug them all.
Surprisingly hard to buy just a single cardboard box.
No, a good one. You can get free ones, but they're battered to shit and it's going abroad.
Should we maybe bury him too?
Huh? Yes, let's.
Very pointy.
Well, I don't imagine they took a lot of care when they were sticking sticks into the ground. It's her mother's necklace.
This.
La 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 la.
I made this for her myself. She kept all this time.
Accessory acquired.
Oh man. I was about to say as well, we're having this very emotional moment where finding out Laura's mum is passed away, and Remus is like, yeah, I think I'll call you degenerates. No, Gamer Guy said I prefer the term degenerates. I'll call you Super Degenerate 64. Yes. Laura is dead, main character confirmed. Standard anime tropes, yes.
I knew she was dead.
Mm-hmm. You're trying to put on a brave face. It's fine. It's not fine.
Your mum just died. It's okay to not be fine.
Well, actually, she might have died a long time ago, but you only just found out now.
It's okay to not be fine.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back to the village. The village that's been burnt down to the ground. That'll make me feel better.
No, not like that. I just don't want to be around here.
Ah, we're going to put some more stuff in the graves.
Okay.
Ooh, is there any point? We didn't find anything last time. At least they're all thinking... What?
They're in a cemetery.
Well, yeah. Of course.
Let's dig stuff up.
Mm-hmm. Gamer Guy says...
do in a cemetery.
One Piece has got 3 of the Warriors types of games, which is no surprise. It has over 100 characters. Remus says... We're finally rid of Rex! Yes, we are. There is no Rex to be found in this version of the game.
I'm getting a migraine.
Super Gamer Guy says, it is for sure more rare for the parents of the main character to be around. They're usually either dead or overseas or missing. You'll have to go and find it.
Where?
I have no idea. I don't think we have any in close reach. So, you're kind of screwed.
My brain is like thumping.
We'll be singing when we're winning.
There's scary things down there.
Time to jump headfirst into danger.
No.
Mainly people from functional families don't hugely have a reason to go out on some adventure or whatever. Well, it's funny you say that. We saw Wreck-It Ralph 2 recently, and you know the scene in the trailer with all the Disney princesses? There's quite an endearing moment where...
Spoiler alert.
Well, no, it's in the trailer.
I know, but you're gonna reveal something.
No, I'm not gonna... Alright, fine. There's a point in the trailer that talks about the thing we've been talking about. There you go, no spoilers. Happy? Happy with the vagueness?
You have to be when it's current. We went to see Mortal Engines and Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
We have these limited cards, so like they give you unlimited cinema, but they're a bit pants, to be honest. The films, they're okay, they're just not.
I thought you liked that Aquaman.
It was alright. It wasn't like...
I thought it was a lot better than the other DC films they've been trying to do recently.
Yeah, but I still don't think it was like anything that broke boundary or...
Oh yeah, no.
It's not anything you'll remember. Yeah.
No. Speaking of, I need to tweet out my RiggyRob review of that, because I forgot to do it the other day. Gamer Guy says, if the child gets transported to another world, that would be another common trope. It has its own genre now. Remus says, I like it. It's Sekai? Sekai? Isekai? I have no idea how to say that. That's not to say they're all bad. Some gems in there, but it didn't used to be common enough for a whole genre. Well, that's interesting, because when you think about it, certain things are quite niche in popularity, and then they get a lot more popular once people have been exposed to it. Like, Game of Thrones, as a franchise, was not very popular before the TV show.
Like loom bands.
Well, that's more of a fad because nobody's doing loom bands now. Like, that came and went. Game of Thrones is still around. But it's... Game of Thrones came out in like the late 90s as a book series, and there would have been some people that are like, oh, you need to read these books, they're great. And people are like, I'm not really much of a book reader.
It's the same as Harry Potter.
Not quite, because Harry Potter's a children's book, and that kind of took over as a phenomenon in the UK. And then the films built on the books, and that gave it more of a global presence. Although, to be fair, Harry Potter became a US phenomenon as well as a UK one, because they had the whole Sorcerer's Apprentice thing as the translation from Philosopher's.
Because they didn't know
Sorcerer's
what a philosopher
Stone,
was.
Yeah, Sorcerer's Stone to Philosopher's Stone, sorry.
What's down here? Have I been down here yet?
Oh, the way to pronounce the term is isekai. Isekai. It's just, I got confused because the capital I is the same as a lowercase l.
It's weird knowing these things. Some of them have got the same names and some of them don't. Like Cooley Lake is still called Cooley Lake.
Well, yeah, think about it. It's 500 years in the future, so in the past. Sorry.
Yeah, but this place is called something different. This is the Wind Cave. I'm sure it was something different in the main game.
Yeah, probably. 500 years is a long time. Things might have changed. So yes, the capital I and the lowercase l, I had that moment of Spider-Man pointing at each other. It's like, you're the same. You're me.
Well, there's a new Spider-Man film out now.
There is. We have not seen it, but it's out in previews at the UK cinemas.
It's not in previews, it's out.
Oh yeah, it is actually. It came out December 12th, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it must have just come out in North America.
Oh yeah, sorry for not streaming on my birthday, guys. I got drunk and fell asleep.
Yes, I slaved over a hot oven to make enchiladas, and she ate...
Asleep whilst eating them.
She ate 1.5 of them.
I literally fell asleep whilst eating them. Mm-hmm. I was really tired. Wine makes me sleepy. Oh, damn it. Wine makes me sleepy.
Yes, it makes everyone sleepy. It's a depressant. That's the point of it.
It's not the point of it.
That's the point of a depressant. It relaxes you, but also makes you sleepy.
That's the point of a depressant, but isn't the
no, it's not the point of wine. I didn't say that was the point of wine.
You implied it. You said that's the point of it.
You'll get over it.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Gamer Guy says, having the lowercase L and the uppercase I look the same makes a name like Illustrious just look like it has 3 L's at the beginning.
I like the word illustrious. Oh.
Huh? Oh.
Wait a second.
Pimmsy needs to explore and run into danger.
I'm not going to run
into danger, just around it.
Through the danger in order to get to
where we're going.
Aha. Ooh. I found a thing.
A campsite.
Wait.
We made it. Good stuff.
Pun. Ooh, that nasty article. Will you listen to the woes of Pun?
Ferocious crustip.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Rotten monster set up on the special napping place.
Revenge!
I want to see the grin wiped from its face. Can monsters even grin?
So tough when little pals are done in.
Mir's Crustip. Sounds like a unique monster.
It's not.
It said it had lots of friends around it.
Yeah, it's over there.
Ah, I see.
At least I think it is.
It's a rival.
We never turn a blind
no, it's Pun's rival. I'm pretty sure it's that.
Ooh, is it level 34?
Yeah, it's that. And I can't do it. It's too strong.
No, too strong.
Right, there is another quest, but I'm gonna
set the camp.
Quickly sit.
Yeah. Reaper is here and says,
hello.
Remember the 14th of December.
That's my dad's birthday.
Speaking of, actually, I should remember to make some clips of people who have subscribed recently and make sure they get posted to our Twitch Hall of Fame, because we've got a few that's still outstanding. Gamer Guy says, also, oddly enough, I remember once we talked about the last story and how it never got anything afterwards, but Xenoblade did. Apparently, there is some talk of there being a second game in the last story in development, though I don't know how likely or true that is.
Okay.
The thing I saw was that the trademark had been renewed, but maybe that's just like a standard thing they do just to say, hey, we own this, you guys can't take it. But that could mean there is a new game going to be coming out. Who knows?
Team Adam. Team Lot.
Reaper says, I didn't complete nor play much of Torna. I will not be watching the stream. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Reaper. Thanks for popping in.
Ciao.
We'll see you again soon.
Right, okay, so that's that one done. I'm gonna warp because I believe there's another thingy here. Just make sure that I don't go towards the exclamation marks and go the opposite direction.
Gamer Guy says, the last story was a good game, it just got overshadowed by the greatness of Xenoblade 1. For reference, I'd say it's a better game than Xenoblade 2, or at least I have less to complain about it. That's interesting because you have two, on the surface, quite similar looking RPGs. So I don't know why Nintendo decided to release them both in like the same time frame. Like, surely you'd want to spread them out. But I guess the point of it is that it's even we're lucky we even got the games in English. Never mind like having them released at a separate time frame. And Reaper says Xenoblade 1 is the best Xenoblade. X is different, so it can be better if you like that style more.
Oh, I've got to defeat another guy as well.
Another monster.
Ferris.
What are the chances you won't be able to do that one either?
I could do it, I'm just not going to bother.
Yeah, okay.
I'm only sitting at this one because I don't know whether you have to, but I kind of feel like I should.
Now, let me see.
Gamer Guy says, Xenoblade X is if you like Bethesda games, but you want there to be Xenoblade gameplay in there. Wow, you leveled up already?
Literally between campsites. That's nuts. I think it's because I'm like talking to people and stuff. I might be wrong.
Reaper says, they released the last story, Xenoblade 1 and Pandora's in the West, because people asked for it, Rob. I wasn't disputing that people had asked for it. It was more about they kind of released it in the same time frame. So, Xenoblade 1 and Last Story, I'm assuming were released quite close to each other in the Wii's lifetime. Maybe they were made at the same time, but that still doesn't make sense because it's like, why would you spend all that business resources to say, hey, we're going to release two very similar RPGs in quite a short time frame?
Hang on, how far away is that?
Nah, I don't know. Pandora's Tower is the only one of the three I haven't seen, says Gamer Guy.
Oh, we've not played. Well, I've never played it.
No, the Wii
Where's
U's
the
upstairs
robot?
as well. So.
I'm going to kill you.
Operation Rainfall. Reaper says, I wanted to play Pandora's Tower, but I never did. They were both released near the end of the Wii's lifespan. So that's probably why they were thinking, yeah, you know what? We're moving on to the Wii U next anyway. Let's just put out all these old RPGs that have got translations now and, you know, stick them on at the end. Kind of a weird thing to do. Like, you compare that with Sony and they're like, yeah, the PS3 is coming to the end of its lifespan. We should probably put out a really good game. Let's make The Last of Us. And then, you know, unless they said to Naughty Dog, you know what would be good if you made a really good game, Uncharted 3, then...
Is there a level 4 in this, or is it just level 3?
Level
oh yeah,
4?
there is level 4, there is level 4.
Yeah. So they were like, hey Naughty Dog, make some Uncharted games for us. And then once you're done with that, you can do whatever you want. And they decided, yeah, you know what, we'll make The Last of Us, but we're not sure if it'll come out on PS3, but we'll do it anyway. Anyway, I'm rambling on.
That's okay.
Yes,
I like to listen to people.
Rambly.
It's not rambling at all.
Think you understand how to fight alongside me now?
Nope, no clue. I have a long way to
Alright, I'm glad you guys could hear that because it pisses me off no end.
What makes you think they did hear it?
Because you did it right next to the mic.
Yes.
Guys, did you hear that? Tell me you heard that.
That doesn't mean they heard it.
They did. They obviously.
My neck gets stiff. Okay.
I hate it. Do you think I should do rear guard or do you think I should do the attack?
What's inexhaustible?
Huh?
Down.
That's the talent
okay.
artist when it switches.
Yeah, okay, fair. Oh, you can consume your own recoverable HP?
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Yeah, I'd probably do side. Side's easier to line up than doing it from the behind.
It would appear I'm stronger.
Yeah, but they're always kind of behind you.
Aha! Gamer Guy didn't hear anything.
What?
Hear what? Adam sassing Mithra?
No.
No.
Rob going with his neck. Disgusting.
Pandora's Tower was released in May 2011 in Japan. The Last Story was released in January 2011, and Xenoblade 1 was released in June of 2010.
Do you know what I'd like to see? A game based on a Pandora's box.
No, Pandora's Tower isn't about that. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's why I'm saying I'd like that.
Hmm.
I'd like to see that.
Surround them.
Alright, mateys.
Ardanian troops, Imperial Guard.
Thieving scum. Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty deeds.
What? No, we just...
Problem, Captain?
Hey, look who it is!
Bridget.
It's Bridget! With lovely flowing locks of hair.
Ooh,
What?
that's new. Her crown.
The blue thing on it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she had that before.
Did she?
I'm pretty sure.
Drivers and blades. Mercenaries.
Maybe not.
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I shall deal with these individuals. Emperor Hugo must be briefed.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, time to fight.
Stay here and assist the Lady Bridget. Son!
So, let's see. Gamer Guy says, I know Xenoblade 1 didn't come to the West until 2012, and to this day is very rare in the US. Reaper said they released it a year later in the EU, so Xenoblade 1 came out in 2011 in the EU. Remus says there has been a game based on Pandora's Box on the PS3, Pimmsy.
What was it called? I'd like to play.
Oh, we don't have a PS3.
No, but we have the PS4, which can play PS3 games.
No, we can't.
It's got games on the store.
It has some, but not the ones that you think.
Oh.
The PS4 doesn't play PS3 games. Gamer Guy says it would have been a legit jump scare if Bridget's eyes were open. What?
I did a thing.
You got a tutorial.
Yeah.
Hitting an enemy with a special begins a blade combo. A blade combo consists of 3 stages, and finishing it requires you to move through them in order. Oh, look at the top right.
Yeah.
The first, second, and third stages of a blade combo require you to hit the enemy with a special that's at least 1, 2, and 3 respectively to link them up.
Okay. So is it just any level 2?
I guess so. You can also link up with other team specials. When a team can use a special, a combo request will appear on the screen for you to give the order. Think carefully. You can continue a blade combo all the way up to stage 3 with specials of any element, as long as you keep to level requirements where there are some fixed routes.
Okay.
The-
Fire. Oh, okay, right.
Ah, okay. So basically kind of the blade combo system, but
Yeah.
maybe a bit streamlined.
Mm.
A finished critical route will trigger a special animation and cause extra damage.
Okay.
Be on the lookout for more.
So I can do level 2 ice. So let's do that.
The game was called Legendary, says Remus.
Okay. I'd like to have a look at that. Was it good or was it bad?
I don't know. Pandora's Tower is a bit more mature than Xenoblade Chronicles and The Last Story. Both The Last Story and Xenoblade Chronicles are pretty high up there in the T rating for teen. Xenoblade Chronicles was really playing with what you can get away with. I think probably due to all the swimsuit models and stuff like that.
I'm going to have to go and find a headache tablet. Rob.
Okay.
Can we go to intermission after this?
Yeah, sure. So remember when they were having the heart-to-heart about when they fought each other?
This must be what they were referring.
And Mithra was like, I didn't fight you. What are you talking about? But if I did fight you, I didn't lose.
Come on.
Obviously did though.
That was a pretty cheap trick. Keep going like that, you'll get a reputation.
Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics, look it up.
Oh
But
shit.
perhaps that's something a simpleton like yourself could
Mithra
never
roasted number 8.
A simpleton?
Your attacks scream it. Clumsy, heavy, no refinement.
I was gonna go easy on you, but now you have pissed me off.
Why are you going to go easy on them?
Mithra, stop! We've got children here.
Oh shit.
Ooh, okay.
Mithra, no! Don't use the artifice.
That. If that had actually hit me,
Oh, didn't like that, did you? I can see it on your face. Well, on that note,
Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Screw collateral damage, am I right?
understood.
Oh, she's gonna get angry.
What?
Well, of course you're going to get angry.
How? Is this you? What the hell? She's our enemy.
Adam plainly ordered you to stop. Or didn't you hear him? Simpleton.
Oh! Mithra roast again.
Wow.
how extraordinary. I'd heard of a blade with the power to restrain others, but I never thought... And did she say Adam? It can't be.
All of you, lay down your arms.
Hugo!
Hugo over there. I'll go over here.
So there's Aegean. And you have Hugo coming here. Looks familiar,
There is
doesn't he?
no need for
God, he
this.
does. He looks like the young prince.
Exactly. He's probably the ancestor of Nile.
Mm.
Nods with no words. Nod, 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 nod. Yes, yes.
Hello?
Well, there we go. Oh, carrying on.
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards.
Don't you worry about it. I am just glad to see you well, Your Imperial Majesty.
Imperial Majesty.
May I introduce the Emperor of Mor Ardain, Hugo Ardenach.
The Ardanian Emperor? What's someone of his station doing out here?
You know, our stations are fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try.
I've come for the Aegis. Its actions have been felt in Mor Ardain as well. We're currently chasing it down.
The same as us, then. But coming here yourself.
My brother is ruling in my absence.
I see. And so you brought Brigid and Aegeon.
Huh?
Those two are the crown jewels of the Ardanian forces. Wielding them on the front lines is the duty of he who has the throne.
Indeed. That ought to have been my older brother.
But he didn't have the potential to become a driver. And now, here you are, bonded with both of them.
Who's that? Is that Zant in the background?
Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command.
Oh,
Should I fall in battle, he has his orders to retrieve the core crystals.
That sounds cold.
that's how it goes with matters of state.
And yet, it works out well for me. I have always wanted to put myself on the line for our people. And I never enjoyed wielding authority in the first place.
I feel the same way. I don't get why anyone would want to sit on a throne.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary thought. Just imagine becoming someone you don't recognize. Never knowing who's looking back at you in the mirror.
Prince Adam, I'd be happy if you called me Hugo, like old times.
I will, dear Hugo, but only if you call me Adam in return.
Getting very chummy with
Well,
each other.
It would be
he
beneficial
gonna join
to
us
share
now?
our findings.
Probably.
But perhaps elsewhere might be better?
Makes sense if he's
How
got a G on
about Your
and
Majesty's
Bridget.
flagship?
Indeed.
Flagship.
Is something the matter, Lady Laura?
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
Well, you're not alone there. That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, the disdain.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes, this is Mithra, one of the Aegises.
Just casual.
Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's true.
Please, would you go instead of me, please?
I don't want to do it. Can you do it? Fine.
Of course. I will do as you wish.
Thank you kindly. Well then, shall we?
Alrighty, I think Pimmsy's
Finally.
been dying to go for an intermission. Is that right?
Yeah, I need a headache tablet. like,
Okay,
desperately.
we're gonna go on to a quick intermission. We'll see you in a bit, guys. Hello, we are back. Sorry about that. Yes, we are back.
Very sorry.
We're back. Okay, so let's catch up on what everyone said. So, Remus said that Legendary, the game that's based on Pandora's Box, is also released on the Xbox 360 and PC, but the reviews weren't good. Scores around about the 50% mark. Reaper says, if I'm not mistaken, a next level for your blade combo from a critical route, or whatever it's called, if the move has a name. So, when you're picking stuff to do, you should look at the name of the thing.
Oh, okay, so it's not just ice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Gamer Guy says, the boobs actually had nothing to do what you can get away with in a T for teen rating. The thing that made Xenoblade Chronicles close to M for mature was the blood.
I was going to say it's normally blood.
Particularly when Dunban coughs up blood, but also when Metalface has blood on his claws.
I think also sexual content is normally what? So like kissing and stuff normally boosts it up a level.
Right, but I was thinking that was why the swimsuit thing might have been it. But
no, because that's not sexual, that's just a costume.
You would be surprised at what counts as sexual in the ESRB ratings for games. Also, apparently we missed one of the better Mithra burns from Bridget Sama, telling her that her laser attacks are brain dead and simple, just like her character and gameplay design. Reaper was saying that I prefer this battle system more than the original, actually. The battles in the cutscenes too, you see both do something, not the blade with the hand aiming to your character. And now we are all caught up. And I am going to munch on some chocolate.
So I think we have to still decorate the graves before we continue.
Yes, I think so. I'm going to sneak myself a Lint Love Heart. Other Love Hearts are available, but usually they're the chalky kind, not the chocolate kind.
Shade. Oh wait, no, you were talking about
actual Love Hearts. What do you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about shitty chocolate.
What? No, as like the sweets. You know, the thing that is chalk-ish. I like Love Hearts. People don't like them, but I love them. They're great.
They're not.
I hope we'll be able to
They're
help.
really, really not.
They're amazing.
No, they're not. Not at all. Aha, see? Oh, can I only have... Oh no, I can have...
You can have what?
Nothing.
I think you can have multiple teams.
Yeah.
You can change party order. Go to main menu and then characters.
Yeah.
Which team do you want to control? Feel free to experiment. You can press ZL outside the battle to change which team you control directly. It's a rather useful feature. Feel free to play around with it.
That's clever.
Another note for level 4 specials. It's a unique innovation by Laura and her companions, because you share one weapon. If you don't control Laura, you won't be able to use level 4 specials.
Oh, that's annoying.
Well, it makes sense. Maybe they'll pick up the skill too.
So they haven't got it yet.
It sounds like they'll get it in the future.
Probably with Affinity.
Mm-hmm. Gamer Guy says, Torna is for sure a lot more clean in terms of gameplay. Less clunky, less clutter, less choices, though, as a trade-off. What?
I'm not playing as Laura.
Ah.
Look.
You're playing as Jin.
Just Jin at the moment.
Hey,
Well, that's good then, isn't it? Because then you get to mix and match your party around a lot more.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Oh, good. Okay, right. So it's quite... Wait, what was that?
What was what?
Nothing. Sorry.
Ice Revolution!
Oh, I know what I need to do.
What do you need to do?
I need to, first of all, give him a pouch item. Let's give him dumplings.
Oh, yes. Pimmsy was telling me about her unique, innovative way of grinding out affinity. It's basically buy a lot of food and force feed it to people. And if that's how affinity grinding works, then sure. Why not?
It does. That is how it works. Like, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna... Yeah, let's do that. What is this? Ooh.
Ooh. Rush Hour. Beast Hood. Ooh. Lots of things.
Probably that one's better. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm doing Menu Blade again.
Menu Blade! Do you need luck?
Yeah, because it's early point and I'm trying to find stuff.
Okay. I would have said go for agility first, but whatever. It's fine. Ooh, look at all these things. Look at all these things.
HP, yes, please.
There's still much experience to gain.
So much experience to gain.
What else we got? Ether, we don't really need. Ether or Dex?
I'd probably go with Dex.
There is still much experience to gain.
Oh, I can do both.
I am always learning.
I am always learning. Oh, I didn't even see that one.
Nah, it's fine. You'll get it at some point.
Oops. Okie dokie. Right, let's do this.
With this power, the way
Menu Blade is never something to apologize for. Not doing Menu Blade is what you should apologize for.
aim ever higher.
Yeah, it's all about the optimization.
The culmination of years of sovereignty.
Years of sovereignty.
The culmination of years of sovereignty. The culmination of years of sovereignty.
He sounds like he's campaigning for SNP now.
Oh.
This one's second nature to me now. This one's second nature to me now. I can
Thrust!
Especially at this rate.
Did you eat your chocolate?
I ate my chocolate.
Okay, so I can eat mine now, because then...
Well, no, I mean, what I did was I went in the camera deliberately, but you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
No, well, it's fine. Dum-de-dum. Alright, let's see. Yeah.
Oh, man, look!
What?
One.
One what?
1 point.
1 point from... Ah, yeah, I see. Yeah, well. One more fight will probably do it.
Polished to a high shine.
La 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 la.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force. My flame burns ever brighter. Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
You'd be surprised what you can earn through sheer force. Lots of things.
Is it
Not
me,
respect.
or have I become stronger?
Through sheer brute force, you
Strength
probably can
can't be
actually. Like,
earned through sheer
wow,
force.
that guy can hit someone really hard. I don't want to be on his bad side. I'm gonna respect him.
I grow ever
That's not
more
respect,
polished.
that's
Fear.
It's not respect at all.
They both go in hand in hand, wouldn't
No,
they?
they don't.
Why not?
Because they
I grow
don't.
ever more
Okay.
polished.
For that particular example I was talking about, but okay, fair enough.
For that particular example, yes. But not for...
Like, can you be afraid of something you don't respect? Asking the tough philosophical questions here.
Yes.
Go on.
World leaders.
You can be afraid of world leaders you don't respect. Okay, fair enough. I see what you're getting at now.
Yeah. There's plenty of world leaders that I don't respect in the slightest.
But they are terrifying.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. No, I get what you mean. That's a good example.
Thank you.
I like how you can give Sunlight Eye to Bridget as well.
Yeah, closes her eyes all the time.
Oh dear. Ah, dear me.
Right. Okay. We're good.
We're good? We're good. We're good? We're good, fam.
Yeah.
Good.
Is there somebody to talk to?
Hmm?
Aha!
Ah.
Oh, there she is.
Ooh, you can actually take them along. Wow. I wonder why the option is not yet. That kind of implies you have to do that. But then why would they give you the choice?
Wait, what did she say?
I honestly can't stand those sorts of environments. Would you mind going in my place, Jin? If you'd asked me to go practically anywhere else, I'd be fine, but that ship, no way. Take Laura and Hayes along.
No, I don't think we should take them then.
Don't subject them to their worst nightmare.
No, there's no point.
Okay.
But we'll go to... Oh, wait. Haha, I spy with my little eyes something beginning with green barrel. I don't think I'm good at this game.
Gamer Guy says, hold up, did you just put auto attack stealth on Bridget? I think she did.
Why are we not supposed to do that?
I have no idea. It'll be one of the accessory chip? Ox cores, that's it.
Aggro, yeah.
Yes, so if you remember, Morag...
Is a dodge tank, yeah.
Yes.
I still don't want people to go for it.
Why?
Alright, fine.
I'm just asking, I mean, is there a reason for that?
Just...
That's the same kind of thing. That'd be useful.
Well, not if she's not getting hit.
Physical defense would be useful. All sorts of things would be useful. That's not to say that I know any different about how to optimize your cores and who to use them for. Like, I'm going to admit, the cores and the optimization build kind of stuff kind of just like, my eyes glaze over. It's like, is it green number or is it red number? Is it green? Good. Okay, we'll go with that. Like, there are certain levels of optimization and build, you know, statistics and stuff like that. There is a certain level before it gets too much. Like, when I was playing Neo, you can pick up weapons that all have different, like, characteristics.
Friendliness and stuff, isn't it?
So, what makes one lightning sword better than another lightning sword? And it depends on, oh, this one does more damage against yokai, but this one does more damage against humans. It's like, alright, well, okay, that makes sense. But then you get into the really specific detail of, this one gives you more gold, this one gives you more amrita, this one gives you more item drops. And it's like, I really don't care about getting that deep into how to use these different, like,
second stage
items, stat builds. So, yeah. I want to have my weapon. I want to be able to upgrade that weapon to plus 10, 15, 20, whatever it may be. And the numbers just go up. Like, there's not any weird special effects that I have to worry about. Because most of the time I'll just pick the normal, general good best one. So what's this? Blade
so
combos,
just wants
1,
me
2,
to
3?
do level 2,
Okay.
this guy. But it's basically talking about the blade combos, which we already knew anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Which we've just done, basically.
Okay, so this is kind of a reminder of what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. It is literally the same thing you're saying.
It is. That's what I was saying before.
Okay. Rob, you just suck at Neo. Yeah, but I don't
Rob
really...
sucks at everything.
I don't really like the loot aspect of it. If it had been a single weapon... Well, maybe not a single weapon, but a single upgrade thing for the weapons. That would have been better for me. Not necessarily for everyone else, but for me, personally.
Oh shit, I just skipped loads of that.
Oh no!
Pressed the button for too long.
Oh, if you hold it down, does it just automatically start skipping?
Yeah, I didn't realise that.
Oh dear.
Basically he's saying how he wants to get silver cylinders, not wooden ones. I didn't even know you could get wooden ones.
Yeah, you only had
I don't think we ever had wooden.
No, I just called them cylinders, didn't they?
Yeah, but you can get what's it called?
Golden.
Booster cylinders now as well.
Yeah.
Which I got in the DLC.
Salvage the salvager.
So you could like
if you want.
you could get things like bravery boosters by salvaging for them, which is quite interesting. You couldn't do that before. This way.
Ooh, we have no business going there
I
now.
bloody do! I can see... Let me in! Oh, your invisible fucking wall. I can see the business. I want to go there. That's really, really unfair.
Give me the side quest. Give it to me.
You have no business going there. Fucking do.
Oh dear. But going back to like games where you have to optimize your build like in a specific manner, I don't necessarily like that. Like, I prefer to be able to do everything as one thing. So if I'm a jack of all trades, I will find that better than being like hyper specific.
Morag's a jack of all trades.
I don't think she is.
Yeah, she is.
She's a dodge tank.
She is, but on mine, she's a jack of all trades.
Oh right, because you can customize them a little bit. But what I'm saying is that I would like either, well, I suppose in party RPGs like this, you have one person do one specific thing. So Ricky is the tank, Tora is the tank, and then you have, you know, Zeke do DPS and Rex does a mixture.
Shit. I need to change from Jin. I'm gonna die. I can't blade switch.
You can't blade switch?
No, because I ain't got anybody else, do I?
Oh.
I'm so dead.
You are dead. You're not even attacking.
I'm not, that's true.
Like, you got your whole team with you, so you could do that.
I'm trying. Fucking hard.
Talking about yokai, Gamer Guy said yukai. So, in Japanese, yokai, the katakana, or kanji for it, it has like a weird translation for O and OU.
Right.
So you can call yokai and yukai kind of the same thing. It has a little, like, not an umlaut, but a weird line above the O, and that can be translated as yokai or yukai.
Fuck it.
Just run away.
No.
You're gonna die.
I am probably gonna die, yeah.
Aqua!
Doesn't matter, what is it?
Did they pull it off?
No idea.
You're dead.
I'm dead. Very beautiful. And we're alive again. Start with spot on this time.
Yeah. But speaking of hyper-optimized builds as well, I have a lot of respect for people who will actually go all the way in depth to say, yes, if you equip this version of this core crystal and this version of this orc core on this person, you can maximize your damage output to 150% of what is normally capable of your other characters.
This sucks.
Well, don't pick a fight with someone you can't beat.
I can beat him, I just forgot that I'm only me on my team.
But at the same time, I would be kind of like saying to the developers of the game to say, why not just make it accessible to everyone to explain how to do this? Like, there's nothing in this game that says, hey, maybe you should focus your orcs cores on this particular trait for this character.
Right, it told me to switch characters before. It's basically telling me to do it now. So let's be Hugo for a change.
You make that mistake
Although
twice,
he's really weak.
and we're done here.
What do you mean he's really weak?
He's only level 50.
So?
Is
Kill
there
some
a
enemies.
sleepy point around here? No.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go.
Gamer Guy says, it's still pronounced as yokai, I just spell it that way because Tuhu has conditioned me to, as the series I know that uses the term the most. Okay, fair enough.
HP down, lock on enemy target. That's a shit thing. I'm not gonna do that.
No?
No, I'm stupid.
So, lock enemy target, I imagine, is something quite specific, as
It
in...
probably means like where one enemy can't draw the aggro.
I was going to say it like locks them into place so that break and topple and stuff like that lasts longer.
I don't think that's necessarily what it is.
I
I
don't
reckon it's just that it means that another enemy can't draw the aggro.
Yeah.
Or either that or it locks the aggro onto you.
Mm-hmm.
Which it could also. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Gamer Guy says, by the same token, you can spell Tuhu as Toho, as that's actually how it's pronounced. Tuhu is how it's most commonly translated, though. Fair enough. Fair enough. Didn't know that.
Should we try it?
Try it? Yeah. Why not? Why not?
I don't know what that did.
I didn't see your health go down.
It did go down. Watch.
Ah, that went down there.
Yeah, I know, because I just did it.
Oh, I think it said no effect.
Right, so it's pointless.
Well, it might work on something else. Gamer Guy says, oh yeah, we can now play as Mithra and Bridget. Very useful for research. Is there a 3D model viewer in this DLC? You're gonna die, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I did lose half my health twice. So.
Ah, true. Oh, auto counter mode? That sounds like a strong ability to have. Also, you're having to rely on your AI partners swapping in and out at the right time.
Yeah,
because I saw Mithra had a load of red health there.
Did you?
Adam's got a lot of red health now, so if Mithra swaps in, he might survive. No, he's dead.
Where is he?
To your left. Save him.
Means if I die now, bro, I'm dead.
Yeah, well, you know, you're too weak for this.
No, I'm not.
You're too weak for this. I think it's important to say this again. You're too weak for this.
I can do it.
No, you can't. Everyone's dead. You're dead. You just don't know it yet.
I'm dead.
Now you know it.
Try again.
There's no point.
No, there is point. I just need to not be Hugo, I think, because he's too weak, like I said.
But then you're just gonna have Hugo attacking. So
yeah,
what difference does it make?
I can control Adam a bit more, so it's a bit easier.
I don't know.
This should work, I promise. It should.
It should.
I can promise that, that's fine.
Imagine if Xenoblade had a permadeath option.
Last 2 minutes.
Well, it means that some areas are basically impossible to do because you've got like massive super bosses that can see you from really far away. And then it becomes like a, oh shit, we need to run now. And even then, because super bosses are so huge, they probably will hit you and kill you anyway. That would be very unfair, I must say.
No serious injuries, thankfully. Don't go overboard, all right? There's always a way to win.
Need to get closer. Get closer.
Oh, right.
Because you're not attacking.
I know.
I mean, it's kind of obvious you're not attacking, but...
I know.
I would probably swap.
No, the only reason I stayed on was because of throw time.
Oh, you wanted to get the blade combo. Okay.
Oh shit. Save me!
Save yourselves!
Change to Bridget.
Who's changing to Bridget?
Hugo.
I don't think he's going to.
He should.
Nope. Oh. Never mind, you tried. Gamer Guy says, there is no 3D model viewer, but the fact that you can play as them does let you do your research without them fumbling around and ruining it. Kappa, 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 kappa. I think that'd be a cool option if they decided to go back to this. Like, add a 3D model viewer for all the blades, because they
oh, for fuck's sake.
They clearly have the 3D models.
Save me. Oh.
You're dead. You can't do this.
No, I can't.
They clearly have the 3D models for when they do their blade cutscenes, so it'd be nice to see if you could do the little 3D model thing, but nah.
I do want to be Hugo for a bit, I think.
But still, we need
Actually, I should probably just check my affinity charts. It's probably... Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of the possibilities.
Think of the possibilities.
So many possibilities.
I definitely did a task.
And your strife.
Aha.
I'm in the possibilities.
We did the 5 combos. Not by accident.
Oh, good for you. Good luck to you all. Da, 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 da.
It has been
You
a
should
learning
have a little
experience.
He should.
Basic tutorial.
A little bit trickier than last time.
5 3. Right, okay. 5 level 3 ones
Yeah,
instead.
okay.
That's
fair
fine.
enough.
Blah, 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 blah.
Fire, fire, light.
Blah, blah, blah,
Wait,
blah,
was
blah,
it?
blah, blah.
Was it fire, fire, light last time? I
You
thought
could
it was
do
fire, light, light.
You can do fire, light, light. I think you can also do fire, light, fire. And you can do fire, water, something. But I haven't obviously
Okay.
done that yet. So
Interesting.
I'm not sure. It's a learning process, isn't it?
Remus said, dead. I expected no less from Pimmsy. It's all in the name of science.
Noggle bunnet. Sounds rude.
Noggle bunnet.
Oh, look at your little noggle bunnet.
See, that only works in a British accent, because when it comes to an American, they would probably butcher it. Yeah, let me see your noggle bunnet.
Oh, bunnet.
Just as it sits.
What's over there? Huh.
Bridget, particularly, is an interesting specimen to analyze for those that are still alive. Well, all of the waifus are interesting specimens to analyze, I would imagine.
Let's do it. So, if we do heat, then we should be able to do...
Burnout!
Yeah, we can do burnout, but we're going to do a GM.
I thought you need to do burnout.
Huh?
I thought you needed to do burnout.
No? Why would you say
that? Remus says, I'm going to be going... Try not to die too much, Pimmsy.
I'm not gonna die.
So you are.
It's only to a unique enemy.
You are.
It's only because I was over-optimistic.
Yeah, so maybe you should do story instead.
I am doing story. I've done quite a lot of story.
Bye, Remus. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again soon.
I have done a lot of story, haven't I?
Hi,
Remus.
Relatively, yes, I guess.
I have. There's no question about it. Ooh, that was a bit
Relatively a lot of story. There was a very long cutscene when Hugo got introduced, and that was like a new character. So
yeah.
I guess technically that is quite a lot
what
of
do you
story.
mean technically? It was story.
Technically.
Loads of...
What?
Scary.
Was it a monster that's too strong for you?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Aha. Oh ho ho ho.
Here we are.
A hitting hunting camp. Interesting.
Red pollen.
My hopes are high for this one.
Drugs for the Nopon.
Drugs for the drug lord.
Yeah. They want to analyze it and confiscate it. Yeah, no, it's not. You want to smoke it.
When you say animalize it.
Analyze it, not animalize.
Alright, I think you said animalize it.
Did I?
I think so.
I would just say that's too fancy.
I have no idea.
That is way too fancy a word for me.
Oh, what does Hugo do when he gets at the craft? Machine tinkering.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, that's really good. Okay.
Item drop collection range. Did that say 50 centimeters? That's half a meter.
That's quite a lot.
I don't think it is.
Perfume? Okay.
And that's what you use for affinity grinding, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's consumables.
Not enough.
And then refined cuisine.
Pickle purses.
It's done. It's done.
Pickle your purse.
How do you like it?
Oh,
How do you
dear.
like it? Does it suit your taste?
I like grim dark crab as well.
Can we level up?
Gamer Guy says,
yes, there we go.
Bridget legit causes many questions. Are those flames on her head generating heat and able to spread? Or are they purely decorative? Are those leggings and gauntlets part of her body? That question was answered by her swimsuit, despite how disappointing said swimsuit was. I think I saw like a little comic that's like Bridget took off her little buns, like, because you know, like they're not Danish pastries. What are the croissant bun things that are on the side of people's heads? That
Yeah, they're apple Danish.
Oh, they're Danish. Okay.
Aren't they?
The thing that
hello?
Princess Leia in Star Wars has.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a dude.
Can I talk to you? I want to talk to you. Aha.
Hello, sir. How are you?
The good thing about doing these, even if you can't actually do them, is it becomes a spot on your map, so you can remember it for next time. It's loads of fucking scary stuff around here. I'm just gonna try and avoid all of you fuckers.
Makes sense.
It's quite hard to do though, because there's quite a lot of them.
Yeah, listen to that
I've got that as
saxophone.
well. Fucking scary.
It's not scary.
Yeah, they are.
Nuh-uh.
There's another one
Funky
of them
piano
machines.
music.
I don't know what the. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh man, that was quick.
I told you there was.
We're not done yet.
We must consider our options
I think
carefully.
there's green barrels up there as well. Ah, okay. Right, let's have a look on here.
Also, Bridget specializing in perfume is funny to me. I assume it's because she constantly smells like burning.
She enjoys it in the main game. It's one of her favourite items.
Mm.
So I'm assuming that's why she specialises in it. Also, did you know that a lot of perfume uses ambergris, which is whale fat?
Oh yeah, I learned that from the Futurama episode that went specifically in detail about that. Like, it's Kif trying to buy Kimmy some, like, a present for their anniversary or when they first met or something like that. And it's like, he gets eaten by a whale, and then he gets locked up while he's covered in, like, whale vomit. And they say they locked him up because he's covered in this precious ambergris. And then he's just like, alright, well, I'm an alien, so I can just take my skin off. And then just, like, sheds his skin, and then they, like, sluice it off somewhere else. It's a weird episode. Futurama's good. I am sad that Simpsons is still going, but Futurama had to stop.
Futurama's been talking about a revival, though. Also, they did that one on Netflix.
Disenchantment. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people really like Disenchantment, but I think it's done very well on
Considering,
Netflix.
yeah.
Because, like, yeah, you know what, it's Netflix, we'll binge watch it, and then, you know, that translates into quite a lot of stuff for
Fan
Netflix,
fiction,
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Gamer Guy says, I'm assuming perfume in the case of the game is specifically referring to the scent stuff and not makeup more generally. I know some heart-to-hearts mention that Morag and Bridget wear some makeup, and that Morag has her nails either polished or painted, something like that.
Yeah, she likes cosmetics. Things, from what I can remember.
Having a little makeover.
Yeah, see, look, I can do Steam Bomb next, but I'm not sure what the next one is.
Probably water or fire related, wouldn't you say?
Maybe, not sure. Like I said, I don't know. Oh shit, I'm dead.
Ah!
Oh well, it's dead.
Dejian!
Too. Save me!
There you go, cosmetics is a more general term. Can't be too sure with a game that calls rice balls dumplings, though that is technically true. Well, at least they didn't call them jelly donuts, because that would have been a hilarious misunderstanding.
Aha!
Wahaha! Yahaha!
That's not what I meant to do.
You found me.
Let's do this.
Good. This should be good.
I think I'm Jen by accident.
Well, you press the
Yeah.
ZL, you change between them.
Which, by the way, I actually think is a really good addition.
Oh, yeah,
It is a
just-
ball ache to have to go between them all the time in the
Well,
menu.
yeah, you just, you know, you fix them, switch
Go
between
away,
them.
firm wolf.
He's not a soft and sloppy one. He's a
firm
firm
one.
wolf.
Do not know if I am going in the correct direction. I am not.
Gamer Guy says, fun fact, Hugo is the first Xenoblade character to fight using a traditional sword and shield style. You're right, actually, because everyone in Xenoblade 1 just used a single weapon. Like, I don't think they... No, Fiora had twin knives, but that's the only example I can think of someone using like a dual wielding style. Because Shulk has the Monado, obviously. Ryan has a big sword.
Don't you get dual katana?
With who?
And you get dual fists as well.
In Xenoblade 1?
Oh no.
Because I'm thinking Dunban has a sword, Ricky has his Nopon stick, Ryan has an axe/hammer kind of thing, Melia has a staff, Shala has a gun. So nobody there uses a shield and sword. And then obviously nobody uses it in Xenoblade X because they're all doing like super technological weapons and things like that. So yeah, I guess he is. Now that you mention it, it does look quite weird seeing him have a shield on his back. I wonder where the idea that a sword and shield is like the default...
don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh.
The default weapon set for a main character.
What?
Like, you see Fire Emblem characters have mostly got swords because they, for some reason, think that sword is the default weapon. But I think it would be interesting if there were more laws with different types of weapons, like axes and lances and bows and stuff like that. We made it here without a scratch. It was all true. All of it. I wish you could have had that some of that fun after you bonded with me. No fair. Huh. Okay. I had no idea I'd be a driver for an Aegis. I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I think that Smith was trying to do a burn. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, it was hardly boring, that legendary uninhabited Titan. The natives gave us a fine chase. I thought you said it was uninhabited. We didn't meet any humans there.
What? Uninhabited implies nothing.
Well, you would be incorrect, wouldn't you? Just some monsters of the Arachno-Anton Skeeter variety. Cool! They were very huge specimens.
Do you reckon we're going to get to go to Temperantia when it's not destroyed?
I have no idea. We would have to continue doing the story for that. Ah, fine recompense. Your plans to build a holiday villa came to nothing. I got a spiritual reward, just not a material one. Didn't work out for the playmates though. It was laid to waste. Yeah, we're kind of cruel. They just saw arrogant humans wrecking their home. Your Majesty! Ah, location mentioned in the report. It's been scorched to hell. Truly the most blessed of men. Cut it out, Adam. I'd like to get your opinion on this, Mithra. Was it you?
Roasty toasty. Oh! Booty, 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 booty.
This isn't Malice's handiwork. How did you come to that conclusion? It would have melted the earth and turned it into glass. But it only scorched the grass, it can't have been such a high temperature.
I don't think we've ever seen him turn the earth to glass.
No, I don't think it's been demonstrated. Like, he might have tried to, but probably failed. We move closer to our goal with every possibility we discard. Oh hey, it's a monster. Let's kill it. Just think of the damage it could do.
There's loads of enemies that could do more damage than that.
And the rewards we could get. Despair, Ropal. Anyway. Gamer Guy says, Ryan's weapon is still my favourite weapon in a Xenoblade game. His drivers/guarders, which are a combination of a great sword and a shield. I believe
like Ryan in general.
I believe it also has a shotgun type feature mounted on it, which is when he uses his sword drive.
Amen.
Amen. Beeman. Seaman. Wait, no, let's not do that again. Oh dear.
You really had to go there.
Well, it's just one of those things you don't realize what you're going to say until it's already been said. Like, that was a you moment there.
It looks like I'm on dinner duty tonight.
I thought you did it deliberately.
No, I didn't think about it. Well, that was the cause of the burn marks. It was driven out of its home in a territorial dispute. That can happen. Yeah, some humans probably stole and smashed up its home. To them, we're the monsters. Indeed, we are the monsters. Let us all be monsters together.
The dawn is already upon us. Sounds like a name, isn't it? Dawn upon us.
Or a chapter title for a game, perhaps. Ooh, secret underground meetings.
Smurf.
Kind of. Lots of Smurfs.
Smurfs live underground as well.
Do they? I thought they lived in mushroom huts.
In the movie, they live underground because they're hiding from the monsters.
Okay.
Interesting thing
But
you've
yeah, they
got
do
there.
live in the mushrooms too.
Oh, wow, what?
Malice enough.
It's all right.
Since when was he able to do that?
Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then...
Wow, okay. That didn't take him long.
that's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong?
Don't you?
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go. And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever.
You got some cool glasses.
That has nothing to do with you.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here.
I think they actually are. They seem embedded into his sockets.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't have eyes and that's what he has instead.
Hmm.
Maybe he's blind.
Maybe.
Although he doesn't have a stick,
Here.
and he didn't walk into the wall. Unless he has mastered echolocation.
Like a bat.
Bit glitchy.
No?
What is this
There's light
place?
flickering all over.
It's a very tasty secret.
Delicious.
Formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged
what?
from the bottom of the Cloud Sea.
Are those spaceships?
Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Moritha.
Moritha?
Look. This here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one here is a blade's.
They're the same.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
It's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
What's it going to reveal? A core crystal.
That's a core crystal.
They have human DNA inside.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans.
But to blades.
It also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
Tissues.
You're saying blades contain detailed information of all living creatures?
Sorry, I
Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part. That is from a Titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a Titan.
So basically this is just summing up what happened at the end of the main game.
Well, the information we were given at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Architect, no doubt.
Getting it a lot earlier this time.
From the architect.
Malphus kind of knew what was going on anyway, though.
This is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the architect has in store for this world, and perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
Including the Praetor.
Perhaps.
Oh.
Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
So slimy.
Would you like some tissues for your nose? Ugh. People who pronounce tissues are weird. It's tissues. Because you go, a tissue. A tissue into your tissue. Tissue. Shall we head back to the flagship? Yes, we should. Flagship. Yes. It's currently at Lasham Cove.
I know, I was just there.
Off we go!
They wouldn't let me go past it.
They wouldn't let you on board.
Should we go and get Laura?
They turned you away. No, you said that you can't do that. Well, not that you can't do that, but she would prefer not to.
To go here, yeah, but...
Oh, is that what she was saying? I thought she meant on the ship itself.
Oh. Should we go and talk to her?
Maybe I misconstrued that, I don't know.
I don't even know where she is.
Good question. I would probably just head off to the ship.
Oh, she was at the cemetery, wasn't she?
Maybe? I don't know.
That was a nice change of pace.
Nice change of pace.
Why we're here again?
Wasn't she up here?
Who knows? Not me. That's how I do not know.
Fun.
I'm sure she's somewhere around here.
Laura, where are you?
Isn't this fun?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's not.
Maybe she isn't. Maybe she scarpered as soon as she could.
Did we do? Yes, we did. Did you see what I saw? Nope, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is it?
Is naturally learned by doing.
Ichthyology. Still have no idea how to pronounce that. Is it? Is it ichthyology or ichthyology? I have no idea.
Itchyology.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think I've ever heard it out loud. Ah, there they are.
No.
No, it was the ship. I'll wait around here. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
To the ship.
That was a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Oh, cutscene. Cutscene. Yeah.
There we are.
Right. So it was the Cian forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but... well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford.
Rustle, rustle, rustle. Something going on?
I will go take a look.
You do that.
Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came.
That's what she said.
The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
Oh, Pimmsy.
King,
Lowering the
don't
tone.
joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hope.
I have no idea what the difference between a praetor and a quester is.
I quester today, but tomorrow...
A praetor?
I'm assuming it's the one underneath the praetor.
You'd think, but is it like
The core
based
of
on the
color is different,
monastery?
and she's a
I think
woman
it's higher up
too.
than that because there's kings and queens in this, but the praetor's higher than them.
Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
Just shoot it into my
I won't be
veins.
anyone's anything.
That's fine now. I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
Yeah, we'll do that, but it might take us a while.
Yeah.
Little smirk on his face.
Well, because he knows that you can. He doesn't really want Malos to die. He just
Mm.
wants it to appear like he
So
wants
that's
to.
why
Mm.
the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged
I
like
want
this.
to break free.
I can see why Indal would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely,
more than
if
that,
you
I didn't-
defeat
Well, I was
Malos,
going to say,
cover will be
referring to yourself as a princeling is
Indeed.
very much something a
But we're
prince
not in
would
it for
do.
the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but
They're missing limbs.
Is something wrong?
they're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants, That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage.
Yeah, we're mercenaries.
We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
No, I don't think you are.
We are.
And
I suppose technically.
where were they
So,
going?
like, why is he questioning?
The
He's
village
literally
outskirts.
joined mercenaries.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
There's nothing but graveyards. No.
Oh, no.
Laura's there.
It's almost as if they didn't put two and two together.
Do you think I should have got her to come with me then?
I don't think she would have come. I think that would have happened no matter what.
Do you think?
Well, I would say something along the lines of, "No, I'll be fine. Just you go without me, Jin," and then that's the end of the conversation.
At first, I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
She has kept it forever. She's dead now.
So, the bitch is dead, is she? Shame. I had a soft spot for her.
You got like Thor's hammer as well.
No, he's got a fake arm.
Oh yeah.
Ha! Guess you
I
learned
think
how
it's
to
the
use a
feathers that
weapon
look
at
like
least.
it.
Big
The
chance
knives.
of a tiny
Those
kid trying to
wrinkles.
piss herself in fear.
That widow's peak.
You're... No!
He's even got shaved eyebrows. Look at how hard he is.
God!
Got.
You remember me?
Such a bad guy.
Mm-hmm,
Touch him.
Not very elegant.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget.
Apologies if your
Trust
name
me,
is
I
Gort.
tried.
I doubt there is.
Hush!
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that,
What's he got around his necklace?
I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you.
The
It
claw.
ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks,
Ugh.
just to make sure the
Referring to
last thing
something
you
as
feel
sticky.
Sticky
complete
chunks.
despair.
Ugh.
Not very much.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
Like, even bloody
No
chunks
use.
isn't as bad as sticky chunks.
Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades,
The only way
just
you
more
can make it
mouths.
worse is moist, sticky
Mm.
chunks.
Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you
Oh,
real
cue
good
battle
before
music.
I get to the cut.
Gamer Guy's back and says moist.
Oh, it's just...
Oh, you get to fight as just the pair of them. Yeah.
Great.
That's what we wanted.
Well, this is obviously fixed then, because look at how high they are.
Ooh, level 20. I don't know, you might be able to do it. You might be able to.
No, this is fixed.
Yeah, well,
wait, where is he?
we'll see.
Oh,
we'll
there he is.
see. Just diving in the air. Go, go, gadget! Whip! Fighting against Mr. Claw. He looks so ridiculous when he does that. Well, you know, you said that this is fixed. You're doing pretty well. You got him down to half health. Yeah, I think you are. I wonder if the game actually does any kind of scaling, like if you've only got one party available and only one person in the party, does that mean that you do more damage against fights with lots of people? I imagine the answer is
really
no.
sure.
But you're just, like, you're destroying this dude. Like, you're at full health and you not even have to worry about this.
Sweet. Who am I?
Insufferable Ulysses! Slap him upside the head.
Done.
See? Told you it wasn't fixed.
I'm
But now-
surprised I did so well.
There'll be a cutscene that where he like grabs her.
You're starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away.
My lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
Jin to the rescue.
Here we come to save the day.
Danger Mouse.
Lost the arm again, eh? Gamer Guy says, you know what's sad? Those generic steel weapons they're using are cooler than the generic blade weapons from the base game.
Yeah, this is true. Stand on his head.
Enough. What's next then? Right leg? Or the left? Or how about...
Enough. That's enough, Jin. Just leave him. For my sake.
This music's pretty cool.
Yes.
Shoot him in the back! Shoot him! Oh well.
Right, now can I go and get them side quests that I wanted
Probably
to get?
not. There'll be another cutscene before that happens.
Oh. You have no business going here. Yes, I do.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble one day.
They only chopped off one of his arms.
I didn't want to end it here.
Yeah, that would have been a bit
He
depressing.
might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so... Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship after all.
There you go. Congrats, Laura. You've broken the stereotype a bit. Your dad is still alive, just a bit of a scumbag. Yeah,
Don't know if he's actually the dad.
Seems a bit weird.
No, I think he was just with the mum.
I guess he did lose both of them.
I thought you just lost one.
I'm gonna kill him.
I guess.
I'm gonna bite your ankles.
I guess it's implied he lost the second one when the metal one got cut off. We just don't see it because that would be a bit gruesome.
'Tis but a scratch.
Hello there. You look evil.
He actually could bite the ankles now.
'Tis but a scratch.
Oh, you missed my reference earlier then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said that already.
Well.
Eesh.
Eesh.
Stop it!
I know his eyes
That's
look like.
creepy.
I have a tea diffuser that looks like his eyes.
Oh, right. Yeah, you do actually. Stop it! Don't use me for your experiments!
I did the wrong thing.
Let's see. Gamer Guy says, if you showed the arm getting cut off, that would be an M rating. As I've said, airborne blood is an instant M rating. Apparently you can have waterborne blood in E for everyone, and weapon/grounded blood in T for teen. Interesting. I didn't know airborne blood was such a big deal. Like, I would consider the weapon having blood on it to be more of an issue, because it clearly shows that that weapon has been used and has caused physical harm. Whereas blood that's in the air could be like, you know, someone coughing it up, or, you know, unless it's like proper arterial spray, then it like. I suppose they have to think about these things quite a lot when it comes to things like movie ratings, game ratings. Not books though.
No, well, books are up to the interpretation, aren't they?
Yes, the
It's
interpretation.
imagination.
The interpretation of George R.R. Martin saying, and Tywin Lannister was shot in the gut and blood spilled out and his guts and shit mixed together and caused a horrific stench.
Yeah, but you know, anybody has access to a game. You've got to be a certain age to be able to read that sort of literature, though.
Everybody has access to a game? What?
Yeah.
No. The reason why they put those ratings on is that you can't sell those games to people who aren't age appropriate. You can do that with a book, because there are no age ratings on a book.
Mm.
No one is hurting my friends.
Banjo-Tooie had waterborne blood coming from Lord Fact-Fact's boils. Ugh.
That's gross.
I don't think I needed to know that. Like, I've played Banjo-Kazooie, and I think I've played Banjo-Tooie, but ugh, gross.
Tempered by discipline.
I'll keep giving it my all.
You know that... Oh, okay, never mind.
What?
Sorry, I keep
Here,
thinking that the
stronger.
art on the bottom is the one that's not equipped, but it's the Switch one.
It's important one.
It's probably the most important one, because it happens every single time you switch.
Yeah. And it happens without you having any control over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Button.
Button.
Then, yep. Nice.
You can relax.
Then we need to do Orcs Cause. I think we've got everybody. Yeah, we're fine. We're covered with everything. I can't be bothered really changing that.
Gamer Guy says, my point is that Waterborne Blood was in an E for everyone rated game. Though Rare were the kings of slipping things past the ESRB, there were many, many adult jokes hidden in plain sight in their E games. Well, it's like they had a Conker's Bad Fur Day, and...
A what?
You know, have you ever heard of Conker the Squirrel?
Even on familiar ground.
So basically, on the Nintendo 64, Rare had a mascot character called Conker the Squirrel, and he had...
A bit like Crash Bandicoot, or...
Well, not really, because Conker was all about shooting guns, and it turned out that the game actually had lots of mature references to blood and, like, really adult jokes about, you know, shit and piss and, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. And it's like, huh, this is a Nintendo console. Why have they got such like a mature game on it? Now that's totally disregarding the fact that Nintendo did have other mature games on their consoles at the time, but still, it's like, I wouldn't expect this from like a cuddly, furry mascot character. Oh, that was a rated M game. Oh, okay, fair enough then. My bad. I thought it was a T game.
Run away! Run away!
Potion. Wow, that potion did not heal you for a lot.
No, it wouldn't.
Wasn't Conker supposed to have a game coming out soon? Like, I heard he was part of Project Spark for the Xbox One, but then... Did Project Spark actually ever happen? I don't know. I feel like
I'm
it
not sure.
would have come and gone, but... Oh, well.
Oh, right, so you can't do triple heat.
No, of course not. You need to do nuclear
What do you mean,
blast.
of course not?
Well, none of the blade combos are just same element 3 times.
Yeah, they are.
No.
In the previous game, there were some of them.
Which ones?
Heat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit! It's not. Oh. Woo.
Nice save.
Thanks. I didn't think I'd get that. That's the first time I've done it like properly.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was
Ta-da! Gamer says, I think the rating systems put too many limitations on gaming, particularly the little known AO, or adults only rating. It's little known because games of that rating cannot be sold in stores and only online. Effectively, having that rating slapped on your game means it's guaranteed to fail.
Aw, I wanted to do Mega Eruption.
Well, yeah, I've always thought it's a bit strange that games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and, you know, other games like that aren't considered adults only versus mature, because it's like, there is a lot of dark stuff that happens in Grand Theft Auto games, like, you know, human trafficking, drug smuggling, murder. It's like, yeah, that should probably be the adult only game, but for whatever reason, Rockstar have managed to get away with doing it as a mature only.
It's even got prostitutes in it.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are. Welcome aboard. Halls of gold and diamond chandeliers. Oh, how the rich live. More Ardane's military, so we're just, like, practical. That's the Ardanian way. Whew. He makes a valid point. It's why Jean and Bridget have been bestowed upon me. To protect me, Your Majesty. We will protect you at the cost of our lives. Ah, such loyal subjects, companions.
They are, actually. They're probably the most loyal of anybody.
Your Majesty, we gotta go. Currently entertaining guests. I don't think he's entertaining. Come on, tell us the news. Out with it.
Tragedy in Torograph.
Oh, a young Gormotti lost track. He might be a survivor.
Right, so we need to go back to that then.
Yeah.
Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Ah, well. You'll be able to progress sooner on. We should go with them. He's just a kid. He'll be scared witless of soldiers. She makes a point, actually.
What,
If
and
you
she won't be scared witless of people with 50 million, like, original blades. Special
Well,
blades.
I was going to say, soldiers in an army all wear the same kind of uniform.
Yeah.
So, if you had been attacked by an army, you would probably not be, you know,
welcome.
very,
very
pleased to see another one. Even if they were wearing different types of clothes, the fact that they're all wearing the same thing wouldn't necessarily be good.
You have no business. Oh, yay!
You did it. Gamer Guy says, the other issue to me is that adult only and 17 plus are basically identical. They are adult only ratings. One is used to censor games out of its existence, and the other is just the highest accepted rating. That becomes more of a problem with, like, the agencies that came up with the rating. Like saying, yeah, this is adults only, but you can't sell it in physical stores, means that, yeah, people are going to do everything they can to avoid
we
that.
have to do that now. Okay.
What did you do?
I initiated a battle to train him, apparently.
Why did you do that?
I didn't mean to. I just accepted the quest. And it put me in it immediately, which it doesn't normally do.
Okay, weird. Because I saw you pick the don't make this my active quest thing.
And yet it still did it. Jin's gonna die.
Yeah, well. He's weak.
He's out. Can I do anything with... Yes, I can.
Aha. Wow. Yeah, I wonder why. I think it's because movies have been around for a lot longer than video games have, So the way that their rating systems have been designed have been like they've matured, whereas with video games it's a lot less. It's a lot more new, and then therefore all the old people who are like at the heads of the ratings as agency boards are like, no, they shouldn't have this.
Yeah.
At the same time, I can see where they come from in certain aspects, because it's like, hey, here's a game where you control a character that shoots up a load of innocent civilians. Maybe that should only be adults only. Maybe that should. And the interactive nature is part of what causes problems, because in a game you are actively doing those things, whereas in a movie you're just watching it happen.
Right, you read through these. I'll be back in just a second.
Read through all of them? Okay, so details on. So we've got Captain's Apprentice Ged in Lasham Cove, Minnie, the cheerful adventurer, Lighter, a newbie driver, No Nonsense Blade is Kaida. I'm pretty sure we had Kaida as a blade in our main game. We've got Leo as a traveling performer, Lavinia, a robber queen. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Pun Pun, a peaceable adventurer. Oh, we've got... I'll tell you which ones have got quests going. So Lighter's got a quest for us, Zenma's got a quest for us as well, but Pun Pun, we've got a quest set already. That's cool, that's a really good change. We have Makila, or Makila, Titan Ship Helmswoman, Zenma the Collector Adventurer, Azan, another traveling performer, Doc, an erudite adventurer, and we've got a quest for Doc the Miasma Slayer, Krogain, Crackjack Blade, further blade coaching, and Duden, an aspiring salvager, Salvage the Salvager. And then we've got people in Torna, so Geo, Jack of all trades, Dolala, Big Dreamer, Roly Poly, Crackerjack Merc, Nalsaz, an elite love adventurer, Luke, passionate youngster, and Mac with a rare sense of justice. So, don't need to do that. Okay. Hey, look, I completed a quest. I did progress and Pimmsy did not. Valentine lost the bout against Laura because of the strong bonds she shared with her teammates. He then vows to become a respected soldier. Okay, so community, and then if we open the list with X, okay, so we get a few more here. I vow to one day become the kind of soldier that others can look up to. My memory will stand as monument to my efforts. Just you wait and see.
Yeah, because they're for the actual quests, I think.
I have found a new recipe.
Did they actually? Oh,
well,
it was a talisman, wasn't it?
Just came up at the bottom there. It's a talisman, but it counts as a recipe. Talking about ratings, it's a similar thing to ecchi and hentai for anime. Hentai cannot be shown on TV and must be sold in specific adult-only stores, but ecchi is able to be shown on TV and sold in normal stores.
Yeah, but hentai is porn.
Well, I think the point is that ecchi is also porn.
Is it? How?
Supposedly.
What's the difference?
I don't know. For this reason, some series make more sense to go further don't. It allows them to sell better. In other words, the sales is being put before the creative direction due to law limitations. So, I'm sure you're very well versed in this gamer guy. What's the difference between ecchi and hentai?
Oh, okay, so I have to make some food for this guy.
Food
Can't do that right now.
Ooh, treasure.
I tremble with excitement.
Oh, wow. You are not going to be able to do that.
I nearly do it, but can't. But it'll put the thing up on my... Yeah, do you see now how it's put the thing up on my mini-map? So when I come back to do it, it's like a bit of a reminder that I
You haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Quite useful. Probably doesn't open.
Da-da.
Doesn't open. Of course.
Hentai has full nudity that is allowed under Japanese law, and ecchi at most shows nipples and nothing more.
Everybody loves a good nip-nip.
Not Tumblr though.
No? Why not?
So Tumblr had a big business statement recently that says, as of the 17th of December, we are going to be reviewing our guidelines and policies on what counts as, sexual content, and that is not available, not suitable for, family-friendly website like we are.
Not safe
so,
for work.
Well, kind of, yeah. So, as of the 17th of December, we will be removing all not suitable for work or non-family friendly sexual content things, whether it's art, whether it's reblogging tweets, or whatever else. So, since then, basically, everyone on Tumblr's been like, well, shit, I use Tumblr for porn, and I use it to draw lots of rude art stuff. What am I going to do now? My art's going to be flagged and taken down. And there's a big joke about, hey, as soon as 17th of December comes around, Tumblr's going to be no longer used. It's going to become a ghost town.
We'll see. Might not.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, you have quite a big fan base on Tumblr that is for a specific thing, which is sexual content. So, when they go, who's going to be left? Like, you might have some people sticking around and say, yeah, I make family-friendly stuff, and I like this change because it means that I get to, you know, reap the benefit. But considering how big the fan base is that does use that kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, even though the advertisers don't like the content that's on there now, you suddenly see a massive drop in usership. Like, you know, 75% of users might stop using Tumblr now. Now that's a number pulled out of thin air, but it's not unprecedented. Like, if you make major changes to your website, you can see a massive drop in people using it. Tumblr is family friendly. What a meme! I know. Oh dear, deary. Oh yeah, we were just talking about Lighter and Kada.
Yeah.
Quests for you. So we're going to Serene Springside. Any ideas, Hayes?
Oh,
it's on the Titan's
cold.
back.
My nose is getting like.
Oh
wet.
no! Oh dear. Pimmsy's got the sniffles. It's fine. We got our very nice, comfy, warm blanket. Super warm.
You could do with putting the fire on.
Super comfy. Well, if you're going to get up to put the fire on, we'll probably end up ending the stream not long after anyway, so it's not going to have a chance to warm up the room.
I know, that's why I'm not doing it.
Gamer Guy says, I personally find all the for the kids things a waste of time for laws to be dealing with. That's the parents and the parents' problem alone. I think the thinking around that is that adults in general have a responsibility to make sure that kids aren't exposed to, you know, potentially harmful material. Like, it's not necessarily adults, because kids can be quite independent.
I think lockdown stops them attacking.
Oh really? Well, that's interesting.
I think so. I'm not really sure.
I think I read somewhere that the people behind 4chan, like the site administrator or the owner, was thinking of doing like a suitable for work version of 4chan, but all I could think about that is like, no one's going to use that unless you literally force people to move off, and even then people are not going to be happy about it. You're going to have so many people complaining about it, and it entails a massive drop in revenue as well. Like, the people who use 4chan are willing to pay for it. It's why that is a popular website for those kinds of people. Adults don't have a responsibility, parents do. It's your kid, not the world's. True, but at the same time, it's like...
Well, I don't know, because we don't have any responsibilities and we're adults.
No, but when it comes to children, I think there is an understanding that we all have to bear some responsibility. Like, it's why we send children to school, because otherwise they don't get an education, they don't learn about things.
That's not necessarily true. That's the stereotype that they're not going to get an education.
Well, how else are they going to learn?
Homeschooling or...
So that's the parents' responsibility. But when it's not the parents' responsibility, it's the kids go to school. They are taught by a teacher. They are made sure they are safe and well in their environment, because they do background checks on the teachers.
Some of these animals are really glitching out.
Well, yeah, that's to be expected because you're running past them all. But it's like, you know, there are things that need to be put in place to make sure children are, you know, well cared for, I guess.
There's not a responsibility to
Well, there is,
children
because
to be well cared for. There's
No,
a
but-
responsibility for children to be cared for.
Yeah,
But
all right.
there is,
What I'm
no
saying
obligation to be well
is like
cared for.
this is the reason why medicine has warning labels that say warning this is a choking hazard, or
Yeah.
toys
Well, I mean,
can't
you do
say
get
that.
feral children, so
Yeah.
it's not like obligatory to, you know, be nice to children and keep them healthy.
Yeah.
I thought I could go
Well,
there, but I can't.
otherwise kids die, and
Not necessarily true again. That's again, like, you just end up with really like feral children if you don't have a responsibility, which does happen. I mean, did you see the story where there was the they dubbed him Mowgli, where basically there was the child, the jungle child that was abandoned in the woods and lived.
I did
quite
not
a
hear
while.
that. No.
Yeah, that basically he had loads of maggots and stuff inside him, and he was going to die, but
Gross.
I think it was
So
a
he was
girl.
he was going to die.
I think yeah, he was found alive. I think
I
it
know
was
he
a
was found
female.
alive, but the point was is that he was going to die at some point if he hadn't been found.
Yeah, but they lasted quite a long time. Look it up, the female Mowgli. I'm sure it was a little girl.
Okay,
Wait, what
fair
was
enough.
it? White hot eggy curry.
Or a spicy
Ah.
scorpion cookie. You have
I don't
neither.
any of them, but I can feed her this. Oh
Mhm.
no, I can't. I can give her this.
Also, the rating systems just don't work, plain and simple. Have you ever played Call of Duty? I'll tell you, at least 60% of voices on the mics are kids. Yeah, no, I agree that I don't think they can do like age ratings testing things, because that's becomes an invasion of privacy. So yeah, female Mowgli was it?
Yeah, I'm sure that was the nickname that she was given, but she was a feral child in the forest.
Who is Mowgli Girl?
That's it. Yeah, Mowgli girl. I read it a few years back. I'm
Real
sure.
life Mowgli woman reveals how she was raised in a cave.
Yeah, see, she didn't die then, and she had loads of stuff in her. She like parasites and all
Well,
sorts.
I mean, I've got two results. One's from The Sun and one's from the Daily Mail. And I don't really want to click on either, but okay, I guess I will. An 8-year-old found in India was raised by monkeys.
Yeah. I read this shit all the time.
I know. It's like, hey, Romulus, Remus, how did you live after being sent into the forest? Oh yeah, we got raised by wolves. Don't worry about it. To many of us, it sounds like pure fantasy, but a real-life man cub was found in India, raising dozens of questions.
Yeah.
The
Does happen.
girl is unable to talk like a human and can only screech. She was found fully clothed, but people believe she may have been abandoned by her family. So, yeah.
What's over there? I've been that way.
It's not known how long she was living in the jungle with the animals. She was fully clothed with small injuries on her body.
What is right here?
She looked miserable. If we hadn't rescued her, she could have been eaten by other animals. Nothing about
Oh, that's
maggots
what
in
that
this.
Well, I'm misremembering it then, because remember, it's been a long time since I read this, but I'm sure she had some sort of parasites or something inside her. You should have been drinking dirty water all the time.
Oh, okay.
What?
Marina Chapman was kidnapped by human traffickers in 1954 when she was just 5 from a remote South American village and later abandoned in the jungle. Marina spent 5 years living with a family of capuchin monkeys before she was discovered by hunters. She lived on berries and bananas, slept in holes in trees, and moved on all fours. She wasn't given any special treatment by the animals. She was reportedly left on her own to scavenge for food. But despite many years of living as a feral, Marina managed to completely reintegrate into human society and now lives in Yorkshire with her husband and 2 daughters.
It's got to be something
Wow.
fancy.
Wow, indeed.
Quite impressive.
I follow just the same.
She must have some really cool stories.
What, about how she was abandoned in the jungle?
Not even just the abandonment, it's more like how she survived. It's
fun.
Well, that was when she was a child,
It's a story
so
of hardship, but it's inspirational. Like
I wouldn't call that inspirational.
how she literally came out from the ashes like a phoenix.
No.
How is that not inspirational?
It was probably the most harrowing moment of her life, and she would never want to revisit ever again.
I guess.
He's
I
a
was just
builder, my dad. He's a
talking
bit
about-
grumpy and
yeah, but I
stubborn,
think-
but I can rely on him.
I think that he's dead.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh well.
That's the impression I get.
We're gonna call this the Way Tree. That's a nice name. My dad's name's Wayton. What?
Oh, that.
That's why it's called the Way Tree in the main game?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's a name that reminds you of him and where you want to go. It's like a superpower. Naming stuff is a superpower. One of the lamest
I
ones
wonder
ever.
if we're gonna find a new location after this. That would be cool.
A new landmark. We'll just look for the top of the tree. Thank you, Kada.
'Cause it is called the Way Tree in the main game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we
Onwards.
discover it.
My first adventure.
Oh, go up there.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this fun?
Look at that big bug flying around.
Yeah, it's a jungle out here. Get it, get it, get it.
They've spotted us. Reinforcements have arrived. Guard yourselves. This welcome party is a little rough for my tastes.
It's interesting seeing all the different like animals that are around here because I don't remember seeing any of those snakes around here in the main game.
Around here, no. But there were aspers.
Oh, was there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would have thought that
Okay,
the
well,
wildlife changed and evolved as the years went on, but
Yeah,
maybe
but
not.
there weren't aspers here.
Oh, further
There were
away.
aspers.
Further away. Oh. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
What happened? Did you get injured? Nah, we just murdered this creature. I whooped a monster's butt. What exactly were you doing before? Skillfully avoiding them. Do I look buff now? Listen to yourself. The guy might have tripped and fallen onto your weapon.
Oh, give a compliment.
That's very discouraging of you.
It is.
Yeah, that's Lasham Cove. From here it looks tiny.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's the Titan. Lasham Cove is like the little platform on the bottom
Oh,
of it.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Don't focus on your strength, focus on how far you've come.
You're so nice.
Seriously. All this noise about a simple exploration mission. Everyone starts somewhere. Lighter may grow into a fine driver indeed. She'll do great things one day.
I like this little side mission.
Oh, don't make fun of
Are we
me.
done? Come on. Ramble, ramble, blah, blah. Sweet.
Community gained. Ta-da.
Thank you.
Where
I've
will
gotta do,
Kada
like-
and I go next?
I've got to do like 15 of these.
Have my thanks.
Well, considering you can get multiple in one go.
I thought you went... Oh, there must be somebody that...
There's loads of people to get.
Yeah, but like there's somebody that I haven't got the quest off, see?
Well, gotta go.
I might
Wait, hang on.
continue going up the way tree because I don't think I've discovered it yet.
Question marks mean that you've got the quest for them. It's
No,
the
no,
exclamation
no.
marks that mean you don't.
No.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Mm.
Ta-da.
Aha. Sweet.
Ooh.
Drop by.
Ta-da. Ooh.
Half the battle.
Ta-da.
Looks like you're getting the.
Awesome.
Hold on.
That was quite a good affinity mission for
Mhm,
trust
mhm,
and
mhm.
stuff. A new recipe. Yeah, definitely not been up here yet. Because I haven't discovered that.
I tremble with excitement.
Oh,
I don't have
can't
anybody with
do
my
it.
name.
So you'll probably have to come back to that a lot
Mine,
later.
mine, mine,
Mine.
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 So in the other game, when you go up here,
Yeah.
there's bridges going across, sky bridges. And obviously that's not going to be here because Waitree hadn't even discovered yet. Unless they've been made by the bird things. I can't remember the name.
The Turkin.
That's
Well,
it.
they're not going to be around, are they?
There might be. We've not discovered any Turkins yet.
See, Turkins are kind of primitive, but they also have the capability of building structures and so on.
Oh.
A secret cave.
Sorry, I had itchy nose.
Itchy and scratchy nose. Depths of ignorance. Wow, what a location.
And now, back to your
Green barrel.
scheduled daytime.
Wow, what's a green barrel?
Looks like we're out
For
of
a quest or
snacks.
something.
Ah.
That's fun.
It's got the red pollen orbs in it.
Ah, no super strength.
He has super strength, so let's
But not level 2.
I know, but I might be able to do that soon.
Super strength. Far-sighted talisman. Well, at least you know what it is. Even if you don't have it.
Well, I might have it. No, I don't. That's annoying. Well, I should be able to get back here relatively easy. Oh, I've lost my slipper.
No, no.
Right,
Slippers, why'd you abandon us?
I do need that for one of my side quests.
I tremble with excitement.
Oh, nice. Got loads of stuff on that. I was kind of expecting the floor to cave, with it being the cave of ignorance.
Depths of ignorance, yeah.
Yeah. Then my next option is to go up again. Come on.
What are you talking about? You can't go up there.
Oh, I
What?
thought that was...
No?
Oh, shit!
Oh, wow, you
I'm
actually
alive.
survived that.
Okay.
Oh.
Isn't this fun?
You got lucky.
Yeah, I did.
Right, well, I guess... You haven't actually got a quest marker on.
Huh?
You've not got a quest marker on.
Yeah, I know. Just gonna quickly get this. Hang on.
This fun.
I could probably do with going to a. Oh, nice. Probably do with going to a campsite at some point.
Mm-hmm. Ta-da!
Also,
But I need to skip to. There should be somewhere where I haven't got the quest. You
Up
see
and
the-
left.
Ah, there.
Can't fast travel. Move it. Actually,
don't think
go
there's a
go back. No, go back. Can you zoom in on the map?
Shit, sorry.
Yeah, can you zoom in?
Which one's that?
Zoom in and ZR. So
Oh no, there is a walk point.
yeah, that's what I was trying to get at because some of the icons were covering each other.
Even on familiar ground,
Ta-da!
you must stay vigilant.
Question marks.
Here's a campsite.
Oh,
About
this is
that
main
boy.
story.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey, whoa. We're not gonna hit you. What you doing?
We mean no ham.
You're not gonna hurt me. What are all those weapons you're using? We know what happened to Torgoth and we've been helping to protect the refugees. Did you escape? Yep. What's your name? Callie. The boat's moored there. It's huge! We can give you a nice hot meal. Wouldn't turn that down.
Lost Kelly.
Oh, Kelly's lost. Kelly and Callie. You go to the boat and we'll find your sister.
Is Callie in the Squid Game that you like?
Yes, but that's...
Callie and Molly, is it?
It's Callie and Marie, yes. So it's...
close.
Because it's the pun on calamari. So, Callie.
I wouldn't have made that connection at all.
Well, they do very well with like the squid-based puns in Splatoon, like Pearl and Marina.
Right, where's the guy? Aha.
There. Have you ever noticed all the guff washing up ashore? Happens a lot. I'm an adventurer, by the way.
I've seen these everywhere.
You need a tool called a seeker, but my seeker's broken. Looks like that won't be happening.
Okay, so can we... Oh,
Go
okay,
get some
yeah.
machine parts.
Yeah, we can do that.
Searching in monster-infested places should be right up your street. Need a
Silver
silver
Seeker. Right, okay.
Crabble Carapace, which you can get at Serene Springside. Once you got a Seeker, you can use it to recover useful parts, a Bat Hinge, and a Scarlet Coil. There's plenty of silver machine parts all over. I'll be waiting here, don't
They're
worry.
going to be quite hard because they are everywhere, old machines.
Mm.
Unless that's not what they mean. Oh shit, I didn't mean to say.
You said it as active.
Did not mean to do that. So there should be one. Oh no, never mind.
Excavation?
My hopes are high
No.
for this.
Nope.
Come on, get off. There we go. Right, now I should be able to create a special item.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's have a look.
Let's
Okay.
get down to business.
Traveler's Charm.
I'm going to leave that because I don't know if I need...
Well, they don't all use different things.
Huh?
Oh, no, they don't, actually, because I saw something use Weeping Flower twice.
Yeah.
And Gamer Guy has returned. Welcome back.
What is that one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Shepherd's Coronet. Damn.
Damn. Ooh. Yeah, Silver Seeker is Hugo. You need a Gregarious Scorpion and a Crabble Carapace.
That's alright though, we're not going to do it now.
Nah.
It's done. Does it suit your tastes?
Pretty good.
Gamer Guy says, insert joke while I was doing research while I was away, because we were just talking about hentai and anime and so on. If that were the case, I wouldn't have left. I can dual wield. Dual wield what?
All credit to
Terrible.
Do you have two of the thing that you want to mention? No? Okay. We'll just move on then. It's like the prostitute in Total Recall that has 3 boobs.
Oh, okay, we're really going to just be that obvious, are we?
No, I didn't say that. Although I do find it weird that there are some people in the world that have like 3 nipples.
Why is that weird?
Because it's just weird. Like, imagine if you had another nipple somewhere.
Janand Lebong has one.
Exactly. It's like, where was it? Is it on his front of the chest? Was it on the back of his
No,
body?
it's just on his. It's not
Where?
actually a nipple. It's just looks like one.
Well, that's the whole thing. That it's like it's the nubbin, but you know, even he managed to get rid of it with cosmetic surgery.
I think this means I've done the quests.
No, you've got the quest. You just haven't completed it. Like, you should see when you go over their names. There's if you go on.
Is that in Gormot or is that?
Press A on it, yeah. So that you can see which quest they've got associated with them. So when you go to your quest log, you can say, right, I need to get this for this person or this for that person.
Hmm.
Gaming Guy says nipples
Which
are
one's
funny,
the-
particularly men's.
Which one's the main?
The main quest. Probably to do with. Well, it's not actually got a name, does it?
Does it come up if I
Oh.
complete it? Yeah.
Just complete it. I'm not going to tell you how. Just do it.
Where's the boy gone?
Where's the boy
There it is.
gone? Where's the boy gone?
Okay, right. I'm just gonna quickly. I'm just wondering if.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, I was just thinking, should I go back to Argentum just to see what's going on? But
Argentum doesn't exist.
you know what I mean.
No, I don't. Where do you mean?
Torna.
Ah, okay, right.
Torna, sorry.
Torna. Okay.
It's not Argentum at all, is
No,
it?
Let's go back to this place we've never been. Ooh, a quest.
I've completed this one.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't think you have.
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. A wee taste.
If it has an exclamation mark over the head, it means you've done it. Otherwise, it just doesn't.
Okay. Top-notch cooking. This is not Chilsanian cuisine. It's too delicious. My mum's cooking never tasted this good.
The meat was tough as old booze.
If only there was someone who could create the authentic local flavor. So we gave you good food and you're saying, yeah, it's too good. I don't like it. Gamer Guy says, men's nipples are funny because they are created by bad order coding in the womb. Your nipples are created before your gender is decided. This is indeed the only reason men have nipples. In the case, the 50-50 dice roll would have made you a girl that would have needed them. So how does a third nipple happen? Because girls don't need 3 nipples. They only need
Yeah,
2.
but you can get 3 breasts, like you said.
Well,
Hang on, do I go this way? Do I go in the ship? No, I don't. Wait.
is that a way?
No, because it's up. Eh? Is it inside the... How do you get...
It's not going to be inside the ship, is it?
Oh, I don't see any other option. Do you?
Alright, well, find some stairs.
Saying to go this way.
Third nipple is because of miscoding that causes an extra thing to happen, same way as any other physical defect.
Nope, can't go through that.
Yeah, I guess.
Can I open this yet?
Probably not. You need a lot more lockpicking.
Damn it. This way.
Ah, ladder.
Ladder. Ladder. Ladder. Ladder. Ladder. Ladder. Ladder.
La-da-da-da-da.
Nope, this is wrong. This way.
Nope, no doors for you.
Also wrong. Let's just check them.
Let's just skip travel away.
Come on, we know this. Oh, that's why. So I need to go out and then around, which is why it's not not here. It's, oh, for fuck's sake, it's not moved. There we go. I was trying to move it. It wasn't moving.
I see.
You saw?
I saw something. I'm not sure what I saw.
You can't even deny it. I was trying to do that.
Okay.
You can't. How can you deny that? Evidence.
Also, one of the main things that people made fun of in the Tumblr post about, you know, we're changing our user acceptable policy to say no more, not suitable for work sexual content.
Yeah.
They explicitly described female presenting nipples as something that would get banned.
Why? No, same as male.
No.
Miley Cyrus is actually, as much as I don't like the girl, she's actually had some quite interesting thoughts on this. Like, she has been on TV where she's just been wearing nipple tassels and stuff that cover her breasts. And basically what she says is that this is fine. I can actually do this. And this is fine for TV. And yet, if I just took off these little things here, like the whole breast was exposed, apart from those nipple tassels or nipple covers. And she said, if I just remove these, even though the picture itself is not dissimilar to nipples, it's then not allowed. Which is wrong.
Yeah, and that comes into like the thing of why do we treat things so differently, and it's just because of the... Some people have different ideas of what should be allowed in society, and not necessarily good ones. Gamer Guy says, I wonder why the ordering in the genetic coding is done like that, but it does make sense. Having nipples is in no way a negative for men, so why not just slap them on before they're even decided whether it's a boy or a girl? Well, you could say that, but it's like, why not decide whether they need eyes or not?
Why not give everybody a penis?
Yeah, like, what is
Chop
the
it off
reason?
later.
What is the reason for not having two sets of reproductive organs?
Plants have it.
What?
A female and a male part.
Right. Okay. You're talking about the stigma and the thing. Okay. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I was being intelligent.
Oh, it was just when I was talking about reproductive organs, I was talking like actual physical.
Which is what a plant
organ
has. They have physical
things.
ones. They're not organs, but they're
Flesh.
reproductive parts.
Flesh is what I was talking about.
Oh, well, I was giving it a
Plants do not
wider
have
context.
flesh.
It was being more conceptual than you.
I suppose the reason why we don't have two sets of reproductive organs is because they can't both fit in the same place.
Yeah, they can.
Not well.
Begs the question, if we did have both parts, would you be able to get pleasure off both parts? Or would you only get pleasure off the gender that you chose? If you would even choose a gender. Some people would not choose, some people don't even choose a gender now.
Yeah.
It would make it a lot easier for sex changes and stuff, wouldn't it? Well, it wouldn't be a sex change, it would be a sex choice.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like, but if we evolved to be like that, we wouldn't really even think about doing the choice. It'd be like, yeah, we got both. Everyone has both. What are you talking about? Why would you only want one?
Asexual, just chop off one bit and plug the other bit with it.
Okay, yes. I guess that is something you could do. Responsible boy. Callie and Kelly.
It's very twinish, isn't it?
Yeah. That is a really bad thing to do with twins, calling
Name
them
them
something similar.
Hmm.
It's just like, that is just going to end up in a nightmare situation.
Yeah.
Mithra being level-headed, I never thought I'd see the day. Oh? Nice one, Kelly. Hey, mind if I have a look at that suspicious necklace?
It also makes me question, why do we not have wings? We should totally have wings.
Because there's no evolutionary advantage to having them?
Yeah, there is. We could fly over water.
Alright, what's the evolutionary advantage of flying rather than walking or swimming?
Put it this way, we built airplanes in order to get us to fly.
Right, but you wouldn't be able to travel to different countries and continents with your own pair of wings.
Birds do it.
Birds do it because they have the ability to travel long distances.
Yeah, which we would have if we had wings.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so. Gamer Guy says, interestingly, the whole concept of sexual pleasure is exclusive to humans. No other animal sees it that way, only humans. It's just another thing that humans are wholly unique for.
Did you see the artist that sculpted what they think humans should have evolved?
Oh, it's like a big fleshy mass. And
With like
caveman brow,
pouch.
and it's like, ugh.
No, that's not it at all. The one with the kangaroo pouch and the bouncy legs and stuff.
Right, I think I might have seen a different one where it's like
Look up.
you protect all of your internal organs by having a big, massive flesh like covering over everything.
No,
and then...
no, this was artist made, so it wasn't
Oh right,
as
well then that's probably not
natural.
based on reality.
Well, I
So-
mean, the facts were there. At the end of the day, our babies need protection constantly, so do our kangaroos. Why don't we have a kangaroo pouch?
Let's have a look. Kangaroos.
No,
pouch.
just put artist.
That's what I did,
Okay.
but artist redemption.
You can put a picture up on the stream.
I probably won't be able to,
Oh.
because I'm searching on your phone.
Oh.
Of how humans should have evolved. See, this is the thing that I saw.
No, that was not what I meant.
Yeah, that looks gross.
Looks like something from.
And then someone does the obvious thing and photoshops
Boris
a
Johnson.
famous politician's head on it.
Oh, Boris.
Alright, let's have a look at images.
Ooh.
Ooh, crafting recipe for Laura. You can also get them by increasing community.
I know, I've already done that.
I am not seeing this kangaroo's pouch that you were describing.
What did you type into the Google bar?
Artist rendition of how humans should have evolved.
Right, somebody find out for Rob, please.
Okay.
I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about.
See, because I found that thing
Did you
of
put sculpture?
sculpture. No, I said artist rendition. You want me to put artist sculpture?
It was a sculpture, so I
Alright.
don't even know if it might be in 3D printed. I don't think it was 3D printed.
Of how humans should have
Even on
evolved.
familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Horrifying sculpture of how humans should have evolved to survive car crashes. It's the same thing that I found before.
No, it's not to survive car crashes.
Tell you what, I will leave that on there. Let's see if we can find that picture on here.
I know what I mean.
Artist
Where's that? What camps
rendition of how
Oh, this one there.
humans should have evolved. Like,
Did
images.
you put with kangaroo pouch?
I didn't. I did the first time, but nothing came up.
I'm sure it was in the V&A.
The V&A. Okay. Well, just for context for people in the stream, because we are talking about lots of things that don't really work very well without actually having an image to look at. I'm gonna get this on the.
This isn't the one
stream.
I was talking about. This is the one Rob was
This is the one that I
talking
was talking about.
Really fucking weird.
It's really disgusting. Like, I'm gonna make this full screen. Like, yeah, look at that, baby.
That isn't what I was talking about. The one I'm
That's how
talking
humans
about
should have
is-
evolved.
Yeah.
It looks like some people you find on a pub on a Sunday afternoon.
What kind of pubs do you
Let's
go
get down to
to?
business.
Well, we live in England, so, you know,
One, and
it's kind of a given.
this came out very well.
But yeah, I'll try finding the artist rendition that Pimmsy's talking about as well.
I'm sure it was displayed in the V&A. Oh, for those of you that aren't residents of England, the V&A is It's a museum in London.
The Victorian and Albert Museum.
Yes.
There. A cologne to come.
Arr, I pickled your
Does it suit
purses.
your tastes?
Humans should have evolved.
What did you type? You're not doing it on the computer?
No, I'm going to do it on here. It'll be easy for me to find it.
I can still improve.
Gamer Guy says, there has been some science on this. You would need to terraform the human body to make it able to fly. It's not as simple as slap wings on you can magically fly. It's the reason why it's why birds have hollow bones, and it's why the bee movie starts off with that thing of, according to all known laws of aviation, the bee body should not be able to fly.
Yeah, but it does.
It does indeed.
Bumbles about.
Bimbly bombly.
Alright,
so humans should have evolved. Kangaroo pouch.
A pleasant stroll.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Did you put V and A?
Yep, I put in V&A. Nope.
Maybe 3D or something? I don't know.
No, I don't think you're gonna find it. It sounds
well, I'm not gonna find it because I'm not friggin' playing.
No, but
am I?
it sounds extremely specific to this thing. Whereas when I said
Yeah, you take control
this
of this
this
and
is
I'll
how
have a look.
humans should have evolved, that's the first thing I found.
I'm afraid I have important news that I need to impart to Adam.
Oh, yes?
It's about the militia.
The who now?
I've been gathering an army in Uriah. People who've lost homes, families. People who'll make a stand against Malos.
Well, according to intelligence we received, they have departed from Uriah now.
What? Why? Malos's whereabouts are still unclear.
It seems that Uriah has conscripted them all. It's now a special regiment of the Urian Self-Defense Forces.
I thought I'd sorted this all out with the Urian King.
At His Majesty's behest, we have ascertained the position of the moving troops. They are heading to Torna as we speak.
We have established communications, so you can send word at any time.
When they get to Torna, tell them to go to a letter. Ugh.
As you say.
Gamer Guy also says, this is why birds have small brains. They do everything possible to lower their weight to fly. In order to make humans fly, they'd either need massive, powerful wings that are also somehow super light, and their bones would have to be hollow, the lower body would have to shrink down to lower weight, and our brains are far too hefty for flight. We'd have to tone those back as well. Also, while Pimmsy is looking up this sculpture that I don't believe exists, I will continue playing the game. He's gone off somewhere, it's best to leave him alone, don't you think? That's for you to decide. I'll go where you go. Right. Okay. No, we might need someone at a time like this. We have to go after him. Let us chase after.
Got one.
Party formation's changed.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So it's Alice Roberts.
Alice Roberts, you say? Ooh. Oh wow, jumping actually slows you down.
Yeah, got it. Okay, this is kind of creepy. So what you need to type in is Alice Roberts perfect woman.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. It's creepy though.
Oh yeah, I would imagine so.
That wasn't like you.
Huh. You think so?
Yes.
That's not the.
I thought you
Best
always know
picture,
what
is
to
it?
do. You're never lost.
No, go
I
down
wish
where
that
she's
really were the
fully stood
case.
up. There.
To tell the truth, I'm always worrying. Ever since I became Mithra's driver, anyway.
It didn't seem that way at all.
Power lends one an air of capability. Even more so when it comes to the Aegis.
Wait until it's.
Mm-hmm.
When we first met, we could have burnt you to pieces.
Description as well, so you can talk
Though
about it.
fortunately, we avoided that thanks
Weird.
to Jin.
Is that why
BBC.
you were away from the militia?
As I am not in full control of Mithra's power. Scores of soldiers could die by my hand. I was frightened. This cataclysm Malos caused, it's likely all because Questa Amalthus was unable to control him. And if that's true, then perhaps I too.
I think she's well aware. Just not so comfortable saying it.
That's your analysis.
Well, I have been with Jin, the paragon of Torna, for 17 years. I can roughly tell how much of their strength the blade is using just by watching them. She's making sure you... No, she's holding herself back to make sure she doesn't go that way. Deep down, she's very kind.
You think?
More of a heart-to-heart is,
That
isn't it?
still means I'm just not man enough.
Don't think that way. You'll get used to it little by little.
I'm sure we've talked about this before.
I was the same.
Yeah, Game Ago was saying sexual evolution is actually a conversation we've had before with the ever fun breast conversation and why women have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just because it is interesting to me.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get up this picture on the stream. Zip.
I forget how much we've talked about, to be honest, when we... You
Alright.
know, like, you forget what you've talked about.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're watching it on YouTube, you could watch quite a lot
Yeah,
in quick
yeah, yeah.
succession. So, sorry if we're repeating a conversation we've already had.
So at this point, I've got the screen fully covered with
Oh, you should have said.
the
I've been
image.
Playing the speech.
So basically, she has a marsupial pouch. She has ostrich legs. She has feline ears, octopus retinas, and there's one more thing. Please watch 2 seconds of the above video to unlock the rest of the article. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't do that. But basically, suffice to say, she looks extremely creepy. So let's just hide that now. That's a bit gross. Very gross indeed.
Another burn.
Get off my case. I didn't even say anything.
Calling her foolish.
Knock it off.
It's just roast Mithra, isn't it?
Well, let's get on with it, shall we?
Yes, let's get on with it.
Party formation has changed.
Pop. Have we got any developments? Yes, we do.
I love
17 whole years. I'm just saying, there is no way that a teen girl said no to the opportunity to be with a Bishojo boy. Hashtag roast Mithra the game. I'm a big fan.
Do we want to put her crit rate down to put her auto attack up or not?
That's quite a significant decrease in crit rate, I would say.
What about this one?
Still
significant,
Yeah,
isn't
it's 5%. So that the auto attack increase isn't 5%. So
Oh, that's good because she is a block. She's a dodge tank, so I need to put her block rate up as much as I can. Crit rate went down, but in the defense.
Gamer Guy said no to the thing for Pyro, by the way. Mithra, by the way.
Yeah, figured. Yeah. What about Jin?
I'd leave him as he is. Like, you take your crit rate down by 6%, but the attack only goes up by 40. So
That's quite a lot.
Well, 6% crit rate could mean more damage overall, rather than extra auto attack. Mithra's entire purpose is to do crits, so don't change that.
Got ya. Okie dokie. Don't need to do that. Whoopa!
Whoopa!
Be calm. Oh. Aha.
It would appear I'm stronger.
Okay, I think that's everybody. Now we just need to do this. Oh, oops, that's one.
I'm getting sharper. Keener.
Sorry. I know
No,
this
it's
isn't
fine, it's fine.
interesting.
I mean, we went through quite a few story cutscenes, like you said, so...
Yeah, I'm moving through it quite fast, to be fair.
That's a good old pace. We're only 5 hours in, you know.
This is
Are we?
how I'll protect
Yeah,
you
if you
all.
go to save the game, you'll see that we're like 5 hours and 20 minutes, maybe.
I'm surprised. Okay. No.
Gamer Guy says, sexual dimorphism is an interesting conversation to be sure. Particularly interesting because most are too scared to have it, which is a sad state of affairs, really. It isn't just present in humans. Other examples are things like male birds being more vibrantly coloured than female ones, and so on.
And doing little dances that I love to watch on YouTube. They're so funny.
They are quite funny.
It's like that one that spreads out his stuff. Oh, did you see the video that I don't think it was BuzzFeed. Somebody did a video where they pretended to be the bird. They dressed up in a big black costume and they're just in the middle
neon
of the street.
paint.
Yeah, it was really funny. If you guys haven't seen that, look it up.
It's nice to have regulars. You go into a letter in Torna. You pay me enough, so this trip's on me. Off to a letter. Here we go.
Here we go! Yahaha!
Like, I wonder what the dimorphism would be for humans. Like, would males have, like, I don't know, glowing hair or something? Would they... I don't know what would be the thing to attract females.
There already is one.
Like the helicopter penis?
No, muscles.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. You are big and strong.
Especially that V that points towards your thingamidoo.
The Adonis.
Yeah, like an arrow.
Makes them go weak at the knees and go, ooh.
Yeah. Big shoulders. Big strong man. It's like a natural, you can defend me, caveman-esque.
But not if you were actually looking like a caveman.
No.
Because then people go, ew.
It'd just be huge.
But that's the difference. It's like, you could have a dude that's quite muscly and well built and everything, but then you've also got a caveman who is
modern day approach.
Just as muscled, but doesn't look the same.
If you approach it like a caveman would, then you would get arrested, because the way that cavemen used to get women was they used to
drag them away,
bash them over the head with a big stick, and then drag them away. Like, that's abusive. Modern day.
Kingdom of Torna.
Oh, how things have changed. That's not the way I used to do it.
Oh, that's a harbour. Harbour. Gonna talk to Kalina. The deeper the bond, the better they do. Has an impact on blade strength. Being physically close to each other helps with the bond. What?
Yeah, it does. It powers up your level 4.
Oh, right, okay. That's what it means. I thought, like, what? Having them close to you as you're running around?
No, basically, if I was doing this, then you won't charge it up. But when you stand still...
Yeah, okay.
Do you see what I mean? Aha.
Gamer Guy says, I remember seeing a fun theory video about the Toho universe and why exactly almost all characters are female. The basic premise is that women in their universe are born with more latent magic and ability to learn it. For this reason, they are more well suited to hunt and defend their tribe/village, so all of the meaningful characters are female. The real answer is that the creator likes cute girls, but I like the fun theory crafting on the subject. Well, there's pretty much... If you really, really like the certain subject matter, you can go really in depth with it. Like, there would be someone who goes into theory crafting of pencils and watching paint dry. Why, yes, you can see the texture as it bubbles and softens as it dries. Over time,
bubble or
the
soften
colour
as it dries.
changes.
Miss me! Lord Adam.
Lord Adam's finally come back.
Welcome back, Lord Adam.
Not a very grand meeting party. Considering
they
he's a
weren't
prince.
expecting him.
Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
Hmm.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Adam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Adam's domain. Look.
Isn't
that
Adam
over
her
there is his
driver?
manor.
Shouldn't she know this?
Not necessarily.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger. And, you know,
that's what she
not
said.
in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Sorry, it's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
It's a hard knock life for me. It's a hard knock life for me. Alright, look at all this lush scenery. Warms my heart to hear you say so. We better finish off Malice quickly.
That's not gonna happen.
No. There's a few things I need to sort out with the resistance. Let's go for a stroll.
Okay. Archipelago.
I will inspire the troops.
Okay.
Bridget, you stay here.
So basically we've got Bridget on our team, but not them two.
Yeah. Don't go running off. I will return shortly.
A bit weird, this game seems to spread them out quite a lot. doesn't it?
Well, it makes sense because why would they all stick in one place?
I guess.
They all got things to be doing. Alright, if that's what you want, we can do it. We got a lack of provisions! Ah. I have a feeling this is side quest grinding. Making sure we don't die of starvation is more important than finding Malice.
Yeah, that is actually.
Let's talk to the guy who divvies up the rations.
I'm certain it'll be
There's
worth
been
it in
quite
the long
a
run.
few. Oh, I should have said that and I didn't.
Ah, you'll be able to do it. No problemo.
Predictable. I thought that was going to happen. Right, hang on. Let's quickly put that on because I didn't. Which one is it? It's the one about
Feeding an army.
Okay. Right. Oh. Let's just. There's a. There you are.
Also, Gamer Guy said the concept above
It's gonna make the thing go into cutscene. I don't want to.
muscles being like attracted to females isn't crazy. Many animals are like that, where the females are larger to defend their babies.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Treasure acquired.
Some females eat their husbands after they die.
Yep. It's like, oh, praying mantis, are you gonna get lucky tonight? No. He's gonna end up dead. Technically, you got lucky before that, though.
Must be good sex to be willing to die for it.
No, I don't think so.
I guess they wouldn't know, would they?
It's more like
I've heard this thing's so good, you die after it from pleasure.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They're kind of driven by an animalistic need to actually do it, but they have no concept of how good it is.
I want to talk to this
Ooh,
guy.
person.
Oh, right, so I talked to him, but don't want to yet.
Augustus. Have you ever found a secret area? There might be ancient ruins.
I don't think I have.
Just think about how many drinks people would get you if you went to a secret area.
You're coming with me,
There's
treasure.
a clear structure to this life.
Yeah.
Slow and steady.
Sweet.
Also, every mosquito that bites you is female, as they need your blood to lay your eggs. Yeah, I found that weird that, like, male mosquitoes are technically vegetarian. I'm like...
Really?
Yeah, well, because...
That's the first I've heard of this.
female mosquitoes are the one that suck blood, so... the male mosquitoes must not do that, and therefore don't, you know, attack animals or humans.
The suspense is killing me. You're coming with me, treasure.
La 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 la.
You're coming with me, treasure.
So many treasures. Knocking over all these barrels.
You're coming with me, treasure.
It's the pollen that I need.
But not. Oh, okay, yeah. You are getting red pollen orbs out of them.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What did you know?
Don't mind me.
I thought there might be something.
Secrets?
Thought there might be something hiding.
Campsite?
Probably should get that, but I kind of feel like I should get the quest first.
Get the questicles?
Yeah, I'll get the quest first. But I'm gonna finish off just talking to these people. I know it's not that interesting, but it helps develop the area.
Focus on your skills. No need dolala to do it. I'm a pro adventurer. Do you fancy performing Rose and Bloom with me? There's a combo made of specials. You can join them together and get element orbs.
Which ones?
Oh,
you're not gonna tell me.
You're gonna end.
Hello.
Hello.
My gorgeous.
Surprise arrival.
Hello.
He's being very quiet,
gorgeous
but
bud.
he is a surprise arrival here.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, look at that boy.
He's so cute.
Look at him.
Good.
Oh, he gets all comfy. Oh,
Sorry guys, I got a little bit distracted.
good boy. Look at his little face. Yeah. He's like, I am here.
Just gets on me, doesn't
Mm-hmm. What's that? You going to bed soon? No, I'm going to bed here now.
We should probably go to bed soon. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Why not?
Because I told you I'm not going to until after I've done all this.
Irith. Hello, Irith. There's no telling we'll be able to return to the motherland, but Macneth. He's very eager to make himself useful to the Emperor. He's one to keep an eye on.
Okay.
The suspense is
Oh,
killing
look
me.
at you, Sniffy boy. Sniffy boy, yeah.
You're coming with me.
Yeah, boy.
Not all of them contain the,
good
the
boy.
pollen.
Good boy.
Which is strange.
Well, it depends. Do they come back?
Becoming addictive.
No, the barrels, no. They don't.
Right, so you do have to just find a certain number of them then.
Yeah. There's one that's probably going to contain loads in the other thing that you have to have special skills to unlock.
Gamer Guy also said, science is a fun topic, though I find biological bits of it more interesting than mechanical or spatial, as it directly relates to ours and indeed all species' purpose and creation.
Oh, you're going for a cuddle from Dad because he's giving you attention.
Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, good boy. Yeah. Are you gonna plop? Are you? Aw. Squidgy.
He's a good boy. Ooh.
The suspense is killing me.
Don't know what that is, but I want it.
A key item. Purple slate piece.
I think I've got a few other slate pieces, but I don't
Yeah,
know
you
what
probably
they're
do.
for.
Well, I imagine it'd be for a quest that you haven't actually got yet.
Maybe.
Go around the world and find more quest pieces.
Aren't we intrepid?
Aren't we intrepid? Hello, Vez.
Adam's retainer. All's well. Minor point, I've dropped the vault key. That's not a minor point.
Well, you don't know what's in the vault.
Surely it's got things one might want to access sometime. It's got a storage location for the Origo family, from ancient travels through to tableware. Everything they own's in there.
We must find the key!
Are you that worried about my possessions? I've been poor before, so I know what it's like not having anything. What if a villain found it? I dropped it in a Grafton Ferris den. What were you doing in there?
How did you live?
I may be incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. Oh, you pick up medicinal herbs there.
Oh, he was helping his gran. Oh.
Gamer Guy also says, I'm impressed by how many fantasy series includes things based on scientific facts, even if edited slightly to fit the narrative. Yes, that's a microphone. Excuse me.
I'm certain it'll be worth
What
it in the
matters
long run.
most?
Well, it doesn't matter the most, actually, because we've got... It's not a
Can't do
main
it.
quest, it's a side quest. Okie dokie.
Sleepy boy.
Right, time for the last thing before the end of the stream.
Yeah, there we go.
So we're gonna end the stream after this.
Oh, good boy. Whoa! Lord Adam!
Is he choking?
It looks like it. He's turning blue. Throat jam!
Yep, he's choking.
Wait, how can you tell what he's thinking?
Heimlich maneuver.
Drink some water. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
That isn't what to do when you see somebody doing that. Give them the Heimlich maneuver. I cannot express that enough.
Oh, your colour's back. I owe you my life. Bit of an exaggeration, but okay.
It's a difficult time.
Have you been snitching food on the sly? Perish the thought. Sounded like someone guzzling food to me. Ah, disposing of soiled food. No, that's not good for your health. I've got a naturally robust gut. Not gonna give this inferior stuff to resistance fighters. Maximizing efficiency with food quality management with disposal. Wow.
Aww.
This guy is thinking of all of it. So, how much food do we have? Manpower does not suffice. Yeah, we're to blame. Let's step out.
Okay.
You're all too kind. Here's what we need. Grimdark crabs, weeping flower. He's pilfer prone. We should get more than one of each. Yeah.
I like that. Pilfer prone.
Gamer Guy says One Piece's Luffy has an ability that's based on the concept of blood doping, which is a real thing. However, he can do it at a much higher rate as a result of his fantasy rubber body. His veins being rubber allows his blood to flow at much higher rates without breaking. Of course, still not good for his health.
Now, let me see.
I think that's where like things like Gear 2nd and Gear 4th come into play. It's just like he's bending his own blood.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Thought I had to bake stuff for the army, but
I shall defend my emperor against all assailants.
He is a cute boy in my arms. I am cradling him like a baby.
Aww.
Ta-da!
Okie dokie. Not supposed to do.
I thought you were gonna wrap it up because you rested at the campsite.
Ugh, I've just got to search for stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna take.
It's gonna take a while.
I can't really be bothered.
Nah.
Plus, it's past midnight. I've got work tomorrow, so.
Yep, and I do not. Gamer Guy says that's what Gear 2nd is. His blood doping at an incredible rate. This causes his blood to flow at hyper rates, which damages his life in the long term, but boosts his speed and power.
Aren't we intrepid?
Okay, so we're gonna wrap up there, Pimmsy?
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, you can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/RiggyRob, or you can subscribe to us on Twitch because we're Twitch affiliates, and you'll get access to emotes like the one I used before for Coda. If you've missed our previous streams, you can catch up on them on YouTube at RiggyRob and Pimmsy Play, and you can also follow us on Discord, and you can follow us on Twitter as well.
Not Discord, Discord.
Discord, yes. We will get you'll get notifications of when we go live and when I post updates about when we're not going live and stuff like that. So, and in terms of the next stream, I think it'll probably be myself on Sunday for The Witcher 3. But for the both of us, it'll be Dark Souls on Monday once more. Once more into Dark Souls. Yes. Yes. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you all next time.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.